Raider Nation, what's going on? We're live. It's Friday. Welcome in to Raiders Friday Happy Hour. Coming up here on today's show, we're going to get into the latest around Raiders training camp today. I'm going to tell you who looked good. We'll talk about the players that the Raiders worked out yesterday. And then essentially a little bit more information on Tyree Wilson and Byron Young and the injuries circulating around those guys. But you know what? We are going to do something a little bit different today. We're actually going to do the training camp news at the very, very end of today's show. The first segment that we're going to talk about today is going to be around Josh Jacobs. And the more and more I've sat down and looked at Saquon Barkley's deal, the more I look at the latest going on around Jacobs, and then I know the contract offers that have been given to his team before. So I've taken all that information, and essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a deal that I believe works out not only for Jacobs, but also the Raiders, and I would lay it on the table and say, hey, it's here, take it or leave it. If you don't want it, you don't want to be a Raider bad enough. As always, get those questions and comments in the show with the hashtag Raiders or Super Chat. I already see we got 2 Super Chats that we will get to, and then a Raiders-Chargers Week 15 Madden simulation. With that being said, can I get some FLACs down in the chat right now? I already got EG, Gary Bernard, Christopher, Jaime Alvarado Sr., what's up to all of you? Queen Sarah Otto, make sure you guys tell them, like the video. Sarah Otto says, where's your jersey, Mitch? I got something planned today. So for those of you that don't know exactly what's been going down here over the past week on the Raiders Report, we've had a bunch of different hosts filling in for Chugs, and I believe Chugs will be back on Tuesday. He's taking a nice little much-needed vacation, which I think you can all see. Chugs and I, we put in some time and effort here with the regular season right around the corner. We got to get freshened up here a little bit. Shout out to Zalesbo, King Sanchez, Henry Posada, Redefined Zeus, Derek King. I got Calvin Cooper, Long Raider in the chat, Isaac J.J. Wiggly. And I got another one from Redefined Zeus, Raider Muerte, Kelmer, Venom Sosa. My bitches love Venom Sosa. Let's go to the very first Super Chat here on today's show, and it's from Raiders Pep. Pep says, I hope the Raiders can get it right with Josh Jacobs. Honestly, man, I hope that the Raiders can get it right too. I want them to be able to come across a deal that makes sense for both sides. Right, I want them to get a deal done where McDaniels and Ziegler can still confidently, when they put their head on the pillow at night, say, we did what's best for the Raiders organization. And then I also want Jacobs, when he puts his head down on the pillow, to say, all right, I'm exactly where I want to be because I want a deal that shows that he's going to still go out there and run like he's got something to prove, like he's actually trying to go out there and prove himself again. Because a lot of times with the franchise tag, like, I would rather the Raiders give Jacobs, let's say, a little bit more money, which I'll talk about here on today's show. Give him a little bit more money with incentives to have a motivated Jacobs, rather than Jacobs playing on the franchise tag and not having a motivated Jacobs. If the Supers aren't pulling, it's because they came in before the show. I know, but I can see the wheels are turning back there. It's all good. Raider Pep, cheers to you. I see J_2K says the Raiders are ruining this man. An L for the Raiders. Jay, appreciate both of your super chats that you've sent in already on today's show, which right now we got 350 people watching. And if anybody out there wants to get this party started, it is Friday Happy Hour after all. So let's look at some of the deals that we got going on today. First time super chat, I'll take a drink for that. If you send in a super, we'll put you up here on screen. That way we can feature you, talk about your question, and kind of keep it moving a little bit. Mount Raider More legend David Zahn donated a jersey. So if you send in a $20 super chat, you are entered to win your very own Raiders Report jersey. And what I wanted to do here is show you the amount of jerseys that I got so far this year. I got them all lined up right here. They're on the hangers. They're ready to go. And if you know personally that you have a jersey on that rack, tell me, hey, Mitch, I want to get this party started because I got a deal for you. $100 super chat. We're going to put you on our Boot Hall of Fame. And then my goal today, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but at least 5 boots I'm going to try to do. So the guys late last night, there was a lot of breaking news at the Chat Sports Studios. Yannick Ngakoue ended up signing a 1-year deal with the Chicago Bears. And then this morning, some Saints news ended up going down. So we got a whole bunch of pizza out there. We also ordered some sandwiches early. I packed in a lot of food. I'm ready for Raiders Friday happy hour. I prepped myself almost as if this was going to be a game day watch party. All right, so here's the first deal. Patrick B says, put on my jersey. Patrick, you got yourself a deal, my guy. I got Patrick B's jersey right here. And you guys know the deals. You already know the deal. Redefined Zeus. Getting it in. Redefined Zeus. $20 super chat. You in. 27-20. Raiders, sorry. I've been busy. But let's get this party started. Redefined Zeus. That's my guy right there, man. That's my guy. Cheers to you. I got Patrick B's on. Scheffler yesterday had an incredible show. If you guys haven't already, say thank you to him. Also, won the jersey yesterday that Scheffler donated. And I have yet to hear from you, Lost. So if you're tuned into today's show, tell me exactly what jersey you want. That way I can write it down and document it. Because usually I have all y'all message Jeremy. But Jeremy's on vacation, so I don't really want you guys to bother him. Not saying that you would bother him, but I want him to be able to enjoy his vacation after all. All right, so it's prediction time. Rolly wants to know, but I think really Seeps wants to know because he's worried if I'm going to be able to break his record today. I'm going to try. I am going to do my best. But will I be able to do more than 5 boots today? If you don't know what a boot is, I already got one filled up right here, ready to rock and roll. 3 beers in one. 3 beers, 36 ounces. I'm going for 5 today. I'm hoping we're going to be able to pull through. You did really solid with 4.
Listen, I also want to throw out this, Mitch, and I know you talked about it earlier.
I'm listening.
Those other 2 people on this list that have completed boots, other than me, a little bit of fraudulent activity by Patrick Seatman and Trizzy Trace. Why, you might ask?
Okay.
Well, the 2 of them both threw up after doing their boots. I did 4. No throw up. I feel like that holds another boot. So 5 with throw up, that just doesn't hold the same weight as 4 with no throw ups. Oh!
Patrick B. Bang! He said, let's get this party started. So you know what? I'm glad Patrick B set the tone today. Here's the deal. If you know that I have one of your jerseys, on this rack, $200 super chat, I'm putting it on and I'm doing a boot. Patrick B, put him on the Boot Hall of Fame. Everybody right now, spam Pat B. Let's get it going. I got to knock back this boot here. We're going for 5. Now, I hear you, though, because Seeps, I'm pretty sure, threw up after the 3rd boot. Cleared some space, and then put 2 more down.
There was no clearing from good
See,
old Roll.
You do that, and it really does help out your ability to put more down. So you're saying today, for me, 5 boots, no throw up.
Well, I'm saying that would be more impressive, but I was basically saying for myself here is like if I threw up when I was here last Friday, halfway through, I feel like I could have put down more boots if I needed to.
I gotcha.
It's like my 4 with no throwing up might hold some weight, or more weight, I should say. It's like playing, when you throw up and do boots, it's like playing against 3rd stringers in the Hall of Fame game. It's too easy.
Is that why Dorian Thompson-Robinson looked as good as what he did?
That's right. He threw up at halftime.
I gotcha. All right, I got to knock back boot number 1, Rolly. Do me a really, really big favor here and give some shout-outs. To everybody spamming Patrick B right now.
I see Sean. I see Venom Sosa. I see Isaac Martinez. I see Christian. I see EG. I see Wild One tuning in. I see IA Raider. I see Oh, whoa. Okay, that was close. Jaime Alvarado, Lynn Moss, Brandon Farmer, Raider Dave, Juan Hernandez, Duval Syndicate, Jeremy Wiley, Zealous Boss 69. That was pretty quick.
Number 1. 1 down. We got 1 down. I know Wild One messaged me last night and he goes, dude, you're lucky that I had to work and I missed the show because I wore the Wild One jersey basically all show and I got off lucky. Patrick B., any news about our linebackers? So from today, Divine actually talked about, hang on, man. I got one more burp. All right, I think I'm good. Divine Diablo talked today a little bit about the fact that he thought during the offseason he actually got a little bit too big, so he tried to lose a little bit of weight to just still be able to keep some of that speed. Now, there were some rumors out there that he was battling an injury. Doesn't seem like it's the case. Still trying to pick up the defense here a little bit. It's why he's wearing the green dot on the back of his helmet. Robert Spillane had an interception today, which I thought was kind of surprising considering the fact that he's not that good of a coverage linebacker. I have talked about the linebacker unit in general, just simply because it's been an underwhelming unit. I mean, the only reason why you're bringing in a guy like Jalen Smith, the only reason why that you signed Darius Harris is because that what you're seeing right now out there on the field isn't 100% what you like. I will admit I am pulling for Drake Thomas, the UDFA out of North Carolina State, to be able to make this team because he's just the type of glue guy that you need to have on your roster, right? Like, Rolly over here, he's a big Miami Heat fan. Drake Thomas isn't the 6th man on your roster. He's not the 7th man. He's not the 8th man. But he's like that 9th guy on your roster that he's going to go out there. He's going to give you 5 solid minutes in the 3rd or 4th quarter while one of your stars is resting up and really getting ready to go out there. Like, he's a tenacious dude, and I do hope that he ends up making this team. I'm ready to tailgate. I'm ready to party, Patrick B. Here's the thing, though. The fact that I'm doing 5 boots today, the only drinking that I'm doing is boots. So when I give out a deal today, it's going to be a big deal. And I'm going to hope that the nation rallies behind me like Patrick B., Mount Rainier legend, did. 24-17, let's pillage just for fun. If this is the score, it's a boot. If this is the score of the Raiders-Chargers game, it's a boot. Let's go to Dinah. Cheers, Mitch. Dinah, cheers to you, my guy. I'll say this, and for those that don't know, there was some NFL news that happened a few minutes ago. Alvin Kamara, he ended up getting suspended 3 games, so something to monitor. Also, John Gruden is at Saints training camp practice today, and if you watch the Raiders report, I want to say Tuesday, I said, according to a source, Gruden's been working with Carr because the Saints are a little bit worried that he's not quite getting to what they were hoping for, and now the fact that he's back, that's not very good news, I would say, if you're a Saints fan or a Derek Carr fan. But Dinah, I appreciate you. Redefine Zeus, you in. Dinah, you in. And then Patrick B., if you want to pick 2 names, Patrick B., pick 2 names that you want to put on the wheel unless you want to put your own name on the wheel. It's totally up to you. Just throw them down there in the comment section below. Raider Muerte, super chat time. And you in. 27-24, Raiders get the win. What's good, Mitch? Happy Friday to everyone. And can I get a Raiders? Muerte, Patrick B., Dinah, Redefine Zeus, you all are in. But the reason why I wanted to do this show a little bit earlier today, my fiance Alex, she's working down in Austin, Texas, and she usually works from home and she's with Chuck. So Chuck's at home. He's been home. I took him out at 8:30 this morning. So I got to try to leave work today a little bit earlier. I just don't want to put his bladder on too much of a blast. So I do have to end today's show at around 5:30 my time, so 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Hopefully you guys understand that with Chuck. So the hour earlier being live, you guys can put that blame on Chuck, which funny enough, when I leave to go to work, I put the Raiders report on screen. So he's probably watching this right now. If you guys want to spam Chuck, he'd probably greatly appreciate it. What up, Mario? What up, Jeremy? What up, Venom? Patrick B., a bunch of legends today in the chat. I got Mario Gallardo, John Borelli. How are we, Queen Sarah Otto? It's going to be a good day. I can already feel it. All right, let's go to some more questions here on today's show. Who you got? Are you going to go with the Los Angeles Chargers, or are you going to be taking the Las Vegas Raiders? Rolly, I also got a question in there around Jacobs, if you could go to that one after this. It's technically, there you go. Yep, after this one. Who you got today? King Corona's going to go with the Raiders. Queen Sarah Otto. I got Lexus also. King Sanchez. You guys are always here and active for the whole show. Patrick B. I love it. Did Pat already put his names in? Hang on a second. Did I miss it, Pat? What names do we got? All right, so Mario put his name in there, and then Robert Jansen put his name in there for their chance to have their very own Raiders Report jersey here on the show. Special deals are going to go out right now to John Borelli. I see Rebel Montana, Wild 114. Do I see anybody else with a jersey? So the jersey deal is I'll put your jersey on and I will do a boot for a $200 super chat. That's the first deals that I got. And it's only to people right now that I see in the chat. If I got your jersey, we're going for records today. We're going to go for a record today. My goal is more than 5. We already got 1 down. And the way that I'm going to do it is like, I'm not taking Pat B's off. No, I'm going to just keep throwing jerseys on. I don't know how many we're just going to do. I'm going to put as many jerseys as I have on today. King Sanchez, what's up, my guy? Buzz-O-Matic 69. We got Ori, Jason Tharp, Young 916. Now, maybe one of the reasons why you clicked on today's video is because we're going to talk about Josh Jacobs today. And do you think that Jacobs wants to be a member of the Las Vegas Raiders? I know money is important to everyone, right? And for anybody out there like that says, it's not that big of a deal when you're making millions of dollars. Money matters, and it's always going to matter because a lot of the times you got to look yourself in the mirror when you get up every single day and say, is what I'm doing worth my time? Am I worth more? And I think that's right now what Josh Jacobs is doing. So, yes or no, do you think Jacobs wants to be a Raider? Scheffler, deals available to you too, my guy. Raider Muerte says yes. Jason Vega, yes. Sarah Otto, yes. 82% of the people that voted right now on today's show have said yes. Jacobs wants to be a Raider. Well, then, here's the thing. I am going to offer Jacobs a contract today on the Raiders Report. Offer him a contract that I believe makes sense for both Las Vegas and Jacobs' team. And I hope that a lot of people who watch this show agree with me in the idea that this is a solid deal. I do find it interesting. Patrick B says no, he does not think that Jacobs wants to be a member of the Silver and Black. I don't know who's watching right now, but judging by the numbers of this live, we got 313 people watching. How many of y'all want to be Raiders? I can already see it right now. Imagine like medieval times, right? And we're all lined up. There's 313 people lined up to just see Queen Sarah Otto. She's sitting in her throne, and she's like, you didn't like the video. Bang, banished. Or what's the movie called or TV show where he had like a giant hole in the ground, or there was like a queen. She had like a giant hole in the ground. Game of Thrones? And she would just like kick people down it.
TV? I think PD's on something. 300?
Well, no, that was a movie, but I think also in Game of Thrones, she had like a giant hole in her castle. Yeah? That's how I just picture Queen Sarah. You didn't like the video. You didn't like the video. Like the video. Do it for Queen. Is that, I don't know, Robert Jansen. No, I know it's also in 300, which I don't know what I did here. Now it's full screen. So here are the jerseys that we got. We got all sorts of Raiders Report jerseys today. So if you know your jersey's in here, let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing going. All right, y'all. I'm ready to get into Josh Jacobs' debate / contract that I'd be willing to offer him. We're going to get into that, and then we're going to get into the Madden simulation, and then we're going to get into Raiders training camp news and rumors around today. We'll also talk a little bit more about Tyree Wilson, Byron Young, because, yes, both rookies are injured right now. However, both of the rookies in terms of the designation is a lot different. There's the NFI list, and then there's the PUP list, and I'll do a better job of explaining exactly what each one of those things are and how it could potentially impact the Raiders for the regular season. Before I get into the show, again, today's Super Chat deals are if you're a first-time watcher, first-time Super Chatter, I'll take a drink to that. If you have a question, a comment, Super Chat will put you right up here on screen. That way we're able to answer it. Then, $20 Super Chat, you're entered to win a jersey courtesy of David Zahn. I'm rocking my Patrick B right now because he wanted to get this party started. We already got Raider Muerte in there. Dinah's in there. Ready to find Zeus. Mario's in there. And then also Robert Jansen is in there on top of that. So 334 people watching. You ready to get this thing going? Are you ready to get this thing going? I got a thumbs up from Rolly. Coming up right now, my contract that I would give Josh Jacobs if I had that much money. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and you're watching the Raiders Report. My goal today is after you get done watching this show, I want you to understand that my goal is to get a deal done with Josh Jacobs that makes sense, not only for Jacobs and his team, but also makes the Raiders happy. And if you have that exact same mindset, if you want a deal that is good not just for Jacobs, but also the Las Vegas Raiders, I want you to click that like button right now. I get it. There's been a lot of high school drama. There's been a lot of petty tweets out there. But you know what's the easiest way to just shut up all of that stuff? Signing your star running back, winning some freaking football games. And I'm hoping by the end of today's video, you're like, all right, Mitch, I like this contract a lot. All right, let's talk about everything going on around Jacobs and the entire contract situation. So there was a report that came out earlier in the week from Josina Anderson that the Raiders are open to restarting talks with their star running back, Josh Jacobs. Jacobs and his team have continuously said that they're not going to be signing the franchise tag, which is a guaranteed $10.1 million this upcoming season. Also, the day before training camp started, and this is for the veterans, back on July 24th, Jacobs left Las Vegas on a flight, and he said that he doesn't plan to return anytime soon. More context to the whole Jacobs details in terms of contracts. Jacobs and his team have turned down at least 3 offers from the Raiders this offseason. I know for a fact that the very first offer that they turned down, you got to go all the way back to July 8th. Then it was reported that another deal has been turned down by the Raiders, or by Jacobs, somewhere around $12 million. And I know there's going to be people out there like, Mitch, but Jacobs' team said this isn't true. LaShawn McCoy said this isn't true. I'm just going to say this just point blank, and I'm going to look at all of y'all and say it. I get what Jacobs is saying. LaShawn McCoy, though, is not a notable, and nothing notable anymore, right? But when Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, Tom Pelissero, Mike Garofolo, Albert Breer, I mean, all these guys confirm reports that the Raiders offer him the deal, and Jacobs turned it down. I'm going to believe those NFL insiders because they have absolutely nothing to lie about. So I get it. The reason why that the deal continuously gets turned down is because Jacobs is looking for security in his deal. That's really the only thing that he keeps bringing up. What is security? Guaranteed dollars, and he wants a longer-term deal. The problem is I can give you more guarantees. I can't give you a long-term deal. Why? Because Jacobs can only sign a 1-year deal with the Las Vegas Raiders, and he can only sign a 1-year deal with any team at this point because the deadline for that multi-year extension was on July 17th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The reason why we made that deal, or the reason why we made that date such a big deal, was because of that multi-year extension. So if Jacobs were to sign the tag, he would make the 4th most money at the running back position this year in terms of salary cap, okay? That's important. In terms of salary cap, Derrick Henry will make more against the cap. Nick Chubb will make more against the cap. Saquon Barkley will make more against the cap. But Jacobs, if he signed the franchise tag, would make the 4th most money against the cap this season. I know there's a lot of different people that have their opinions on Jacobs. I have my opinion on Josh. I think he's a hell of a running back, and I get that he's trying to get paid. And sometimes money can cloud your vision a little bit. Do you think that Josh Jacobs right now wants to be a member of the Las Vegas Raiders? Type yes or no. You're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break, so you might as well scroll on down and answer today's pinned comment, yes or no. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. My answer to this is yes. I do believe that Jacobs wants to be a Raider, but I only want Jacobs if he's motivated. And some of you are like, well, Mitch, what the hell do you mean by that? I mean this. I want Jacobs on this Raiders team running the football the way that he did last year. What I don't want is for him to sign the franchise tag, play at $10.1 million, and just kind of sit back and put his feet up, right? Like, that's not what I want. I would rather give him a few extra dollars in incentives, which I'll show you those incentives here in a little bit. Get a contract with some of those extra incentives. That way I get that motivated Jacobs that can be that incredible running back that can really separate us from being a good offense to a great offense to potentially being one of the best offenses in the National Football League. So coming up here on the Raiders Report, I got a win-win contract for Jacobs and the Silver and Black. If you want more Raiders analysis, more free Raiders videos, and a show that tries to bring you that Oakland tailgate feel, man, every single day, but especially on Fridays, we got you covered here. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. That way you never miss any videos. So here's how I'm going to do my Josh Jacobs contract offer. And remember, I get to what the running back market is, and I have made this analogy before. The running back market right now in the National Football League is like the housing market, where it's unfortunate, but that's just the way that it is. I wish I could have a house at 2, 3, 4%. Unfortunately, it's 7%. And unfortunately for Josh, it's 7% right now. So he's just got to deal with it. But that's sometimes what life is. You get thrown curveballs, can you hit them? So for my Jacobs contract idea that I'm trying to do right now, I am going to mirror the Saquon Barkley deal. That's what NFL teams do. It's what general managers do. And if you're a good agent, you should do the exact same thing. For those of you that do not know what the New York Giants gave Barkley recently, it was signed a one-year deal, which was worth $10.1 million, so the franchise tag, with $2 million in signing bonus. So essentially, Barkley this upcoming season is going to make $12.1 million guaranteed. If I'm the Raiders and I'm sitting here with Jacobs right now, I go, this is what Barkley got. Guess what you're going to get? The exact same thing. I will give you $10.1 million, franchise tag. You want a little bit more of the guarantees, cool. I'll give you $2 million in guarantees at $12.1 million. So just to start off the bat, you're making $12.1 million guaranteed this upcoming season. Cool. Well, then guess what I'm also going to do? Because I said I wanted the motivated Jacobs. And if the Raiders are going to give a running back coming off a season where they went 6-11 this type of money, you want somebody that's motivated. And after the entire offseason that we just went through with Jacobs, even more reason. I want a running back that I know I'm not going to get a villain. I'm going to get a superhero because that's why you're going to be getting this incentive-based deal. The other reason why I'm doing it is because I'm a big believer that actions speak louder than words. I'm a big believer that as a man, I say certain things, and I want you guys to believe those things that I say. So I'm going to look at Josh Jacobs right now, and I'm going to say, are you a man of your word? Because earlier in the offseason, you said that you'd be willing to play on the franchise tag if the Raiders built around you. And you're allowed to say, okay, I don't feel like the Raiders bet around me, so now I want an extra deal. Cool. Well, you also said this, bet on yourself. Well, guess what? I'm going to give you a contract with incentives that will say how much you're willing to bet on yourself. Because if you're a man of your word, and you said bet on yourself on an Instagram story a few weeks ago, then I think that you're really going to like this deal that I have in store for you. Speaking of deals, I got a hell of a sale going on right now. If you want brand new Raiders gear, whether it's back to school, getting ready for the Raiders upcoming season, we have male t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have women's stuff, we have youth. I mean, we got everything. Shorts, t-shirts, long sleeve. There's hats. If you need new Raiders gear, we have hundreds of items. If I showed you guys everything that I had on sale, I'm going to be real with y'all, that would be the entire show. So go to chatsports.com/Raiders sale right now. Down in the comments, down in the description of today's show. If you miss it, hey, it's on you. So here we're going to look at Saquon Barkley's incentive-based deal, and then I'll show you the incentive-based deal that I'm going to offer Jacobs. So this upcoming season, Barkley can make $909K in incentives if he does these three things. He'll make $303,000 if he has 1,350 rushing yards, plus the Giants make the playoffs. If Barkley has 65 catches and the Giants make the playoffs, there's another $303K. And then 11 total touchdowns plus the Giants make the playoffs. That's $303K. The reason why I love what the New York Giants did here is they're saying, okay, I get that you can put up stats and you can put up numbers. But at the end of the day, in today's running back market, the only way I'm going to pay a running back what I'm paying you is if we make the playoffs. So I'm going to say, Jacobs, this is what they gave Barkley. Here's your opportunity to bet on yourself. Here's your opportunity to make some extra money. I'm going to double everything. I am going to double every single offer that the Giants gave Saquon Barkley, and I'm even going to make it easier for you to hit those numbers. So what I did here is the 1,185 rushing yards. That is the average yards that Jacobs has had throughout the first 4 years of his career. So he has averaged 1,185 rushing yards. Plus, Raiders got to make the playoffs. You do that, you get an extra $606K. 40 catches plus the playoffs, extra $606K. The 40 catches is the average. 10 total touchdowns is the amount of touchdowns he has averaged his first 4 years, plus the playoffs. You can make almost $2 million extra in incentives if we hit all these numbers and we make our playoffs. Because, yet again, and I want you to say it with me, because this is the problem that people who want to pay Josh Jacobs the amount of money. Nobody disputes that Jacobs doesn't deserve the money. If he was on a different team, he'd get paid. But what you got to look at is not just the person. You got to look at the team. And the team says that we were 6-11 last season, and to pay a running back a multi-year contract extension, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So in today's running back market, you pay a running back when you believe that they can make the playoffs. Cool. I want a motivated Jacobs buying into what we're selling, and if you add all of that together, I guarantee you this, McDaniels and Ziegler would be more than happy to pay you that amount of money if the Raiders make the playoffs. The next thing that I'm going to put in Jacobs' contract is a no franchise tag clause in 2024. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it sounds like Josh obviously doesn't like the franchise tag. And it sounds like he wants more security, which, okay, we can play this game right now. So essentially what I would tell Jacobs is this. We will give you the non-franchise tag clause. It's very similar like the no-trade clause that you can do, and it's a new rule that the CBA implemented for franchise tag players that essentially don't want to be tagged in back-to-back years. So, okay, we'll add that no-franchise tag clause, which means the Raiders can't franchise tag you next year, which if you're Jacobs, you got to take a risk because you got to test the open market. Would you make more money on the franchise tag next season, or would you make more money on a multi-year deal if another team decides to sign you? I don't have the answer to that. However, the Raiders won't be able to tag him, which based off of my contract that I gave him, so the $12.1 million, that is $14.5 million at minimum in 2024. The reason why it's a little bit more is because at $12.1 million, which is what Jacobs would make this year based off my contract projection, then you add 20% to that, it's $14.5 million. You think Jacobs going to make more than $14.5 million in 2024? I don't have the answer to that. However, he's going to be the one that signs the contract. And then my final deal here is this. You got to be honest with him. I will come up here and I will say that I am a big believer that Jacobs' team 100% dropped the ball in the negotiation process. I do. I think that they butchered it. It's really unfortunate because Josh has been taking a lot more of the smoke. However, I do think that the Raiders were, hiding behind certain things a little bit and maybe not being 100% honest with Jacobs. You just got to be honest with them. And the reason why I say that is this. If you're going to make me give you a contract that has a no franchise tag option in 2024, you have to know that you're okay that this is going to be your final season with the Las Vegas Raiders. Because I'm telling you this right now, if Jacobs does end up getting the no franchise tag clause, he's gone. The Raiders already showed you that they are not going to give him a contract extension when they were negotiating with only Jacobs. if it gets into a bidding war and the contract extension talks are in there, the Raiders are going to lose. Why? McDaniels and Ziegler are not going to pay running backs probably what some other teams would be willing to pay Josh Jacobs. So that's something that he needs to realize. So here's my last question here on today's show. Type B for believe it, baby. Type T for tuck rule, tuck that. 2023 will be Josh Jacobs' final year with the Las Vegas Raiders. It's probably not going to sit well with some people, but I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Believe it, baby, or tuck rule, tuck that. I will say right now that there is a 95% chance that Josh Jacobs isn't on the Raiders in 2024. Whether that's the no franchise tag clause or whatever, this will be the final season for Josh. It will be the final season for him in the silver and black. Why? This is the way that McDaniels and Ziegler continue to do things. And honestly, the way that the running back market continues to go, I don't think it's necessarily that bad of an idea. So here's my offer one more time to Jacobs in case you weren't quite following along with me. So Jacobs gets $12.1 million guaranteed. He's getting that $10.1 million on the franchise tag essentially, plus the $2 million in the signing bonus, so $12.1 million guaranteed. He's got a chance to make $13.9 million in incentives if essentially he hits his certain numbers and the Raiders make the playoffs. And then I'm also going to throw in that no franchise tag clause for 2024. If Jacobs still says no to this deal, I will confidently sit up here and say, I'm sorry, you don't want to be a member of the Las Vegas Raiders bad enough. Before I leave you guys today, I do have 2 video recommendations for you. And if you want more background information on Jacobs, we make videos literally every day. And holy shit, I think in the month of July, I did a video on him every day. I want you to check out this video. It's right here's the thumbnail, Fire Your Agent. It's down in the description. It's down in the comments of today's show. And then I also want you to check out this one because this is a video that I do think a lot of people missed in the offseason, and I want you to watch it. If you're somebody that believes history repeats itself, and if you're somebody believe like you love fantasy football, you love the numbers like that, watch this video. Because if you're sitting up there saying, Mitch, Jacob should have gotten a 3-year deal, 4-year deal, I've seen it on the internet. Watch this video. I really think that you might change up your mind. Both those videos, comments, description of today's show. We appreciate everyone that tuned in. At the end of the day, man, I want Jacobs to be on this team. I want to win more football games this upcoming year. But we also have to understand that even the year that Jacobs had last season with over 2,000, he had, 2,053 total yards. He was the best running back in the NFL. The Raiders still went 6-11. It's always about just win, baby. Nobody's above the shield. Obviously, I want him on this team, but I want him there because he's a team captain, and the only way that we're going to ever be able to achieve the ultimate goal, which is building a franchise that fans can be proud of, is to have your captains, your leaders out there on the field. Josh, I know this for a fact. The nation wants you here, man. We just got to get you to sign that dotted line, and hopefully this is the contract that gets it done. Super chat time. What up, Luke? Hopefully the team can come together and play as a team so we can just win, baby. Go Raiders. Luke, you in. We got 423 people watching right now, the Raiders Report. Luke, appreciate you tuning in to today's show. We're going to do the jersey raffle a little bit different today. I think we're going to end up doing the jersey raffle probably, I guess we could still do it at the very, very end of today's show after the rumors cut, spin the wheel, and then we'll dip. Sound good? All right, we got Patrick. What up, Patrick? JJ or his agent needs to be a bigger man about his contract situation. I mean, I'm fed up with JJ, to be honest. Wish the season starts tomorrow. I think the reason why Raider fans are fed up, and I'm fed up with them too, in the idea of it's okay for him not to like the deal that the Raiders presented, right? We all agree with that. It's okay for him not to like it. It's okay for him to want more money. That is okay. It's the way that he handled it. Cryptic tweets, BS stuff being put out there on social media. He's been on interviews saying, things that he shouldn't say to the team that he's trying to prove to them that he wants to be able to make that deal. Like, that's the part that bothers me. And if you want to have all these cryptic tweets, well, then tell us what's going on, because if you're not telling a story and you got Schefter, Rappaport, Garofalo, all these NFL insiders that, I'm sorry, they have no reason to lie. It just makes it sound like you're the one lying. That's why Raider fans are frustrated right now with Jacobs. If they're not telling the truth, well, then tell us the truth. but you're not telling us the truth, which makes me think that you're lying, and that's the frustrating part. Brandon Jasper, what's up, dog? 24-21, Carlson game winner, and Mitch, can you tell us about Locals? Brandon, I would actually love to tell you about Locals, man. It's like this really cool place where you can get more like personal interactions. You can get weekly pick'ems, which is mainly just seasonal. And I do a live show now. It's going to be every Monday and Wednesday on Locals. So if you want to go check it out, RaidersReport.locals.com. Brandon, you in. It's another super chat coming in from Patrick. I'm sorry. I was hoping JJ could be one of the franchise players on this team. But to me, it's just my opinion. He's a kid and not a man. See, I'm not going to say that. I've never had the opportunity to meet Josh, and I am a big believer that it's not always easy to tell what type of person they are based on what you see on just social media, what you see on YouTube. Like, I think if people who hate me that have never met me, I kind of laugh about because you've never met me and the only thing that you've ever seen is this version of me that's on screen. Believe it or not, I'm a lot different in person than the way I am on screen. Why? I take this as a job. I take this as me trying to be the most entertaining person of myself. Real life, I'm actually pretty freaking laid back, and I think a lot of people, when they meet me in real life, are like, oh, shit, you're definitely a little bit more different. I'm not going to call him a kid. I think the way that he's handling the situation, though, is very high school-like. Now, remember, today's Super Chat deals are this. First time Super Chat, I'm taking a drink. If you've got a Super Chat comment, question, we'll put it up here on screen. If you want to enter the David Zahn jersey raffle, it won't say Zahn, unless that's what you want on it. It'll say your name, and usually it's a $500 Venmo to get your very own jersey. But I'm telling y'all right now that we're going to cut that deal majorly down. We're going to roll the dice a little bit. It is Vegas after all. Now, today, the other thing I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to get to 5 boots. It's a lofty goal. I get that. I know how crazy it sounds. I already did 1 boot today. I'm trying to pass Seeps. Seeps did 5 yesterday. Now, Rolly made a good point here where...
Fraudulent 5.
Yeah, he's calling it the fraudulent 5, which, you know, Seeps got a little sicky. Rolly did 4 with being able to hold it down. So I understand the logic. So essentially the way that I look at it is I want to get 5. Like that's the number I want to get. 5 good boots today. So that's all the drinking that I'm doing. So technically, I got 12 more beers to go. Who's going to help me get there? Let's go to Mando. What up, Mando? DC and second half play calling was the reason we were 6-11, not Josh. At this point, I'm ready to see what Zamir White has to offer, Raiders, baby. I'm also ready to see what Zamir White has to offer, which is one of the reasons why I don't know if Jacobs will take a contract that's got a lot of incentives in it, because Zamir White will get more work this upcoming season. Guaranteed. He had 17 carries last year for about 80 yards. I think Zamir this upcoming season is going to get 70 carries. Like, if I'm McDaniels and I really want to be able to hand the keys to Zamir White next season, which White will be the Raiders' top running back next year, no matter what happens this season, because Jacobs won't be a member of the team next season, you got to be able to see what you got in him. And if you don't like what you see after 70, 80 carries, well, then the light bulb's got to go back on in your head. You're like, well, maybe we actually have to draft another running back, which may be something that they look in doing. I do agree that Derek Carr was a big reason why the Raiders struggled in the second half. I also know that play calling was also a reason why the Raiders, like, you can't blow 5 double-digit leads and say that, okay, you said not Josh. I think you mean Jacobs. Am I right here? Or are you talking about McDaniels? Because I think my point was going to be it's definitely on Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr. Those are the 2 people that, in my opinion...
I kind of read it as he was talking about Jacobs.
Okay.
That's how
First time I read it as McDaniels. Second time I read it as Jacobs. I think the 2 people most responsible for the Raiders blowing second half leads last season, don't put it on the defense. They were on the field the entire time. It was on McDaniels and it was on Derek Carr. If this is Jacobs, I agree with your statement, no doubt about it. Let's go to LA Crash Dog. Yeah, Mando says no Josh Jacobs. Mando, I agree with you then. Yeah, that's on me, bro. Gunny, I'm awake. What did I miss? What's up, nation? Raider Nation for life. Real one for life. LA, we started the show an hour early, and it's because I got to get home a little earlier to take care of Chuck, because Alex usually does some work from home. She's able to do it. I can't leave him at home for 10 10+ hours by yourself for a dog makes me a little bit nervous, so I'm not going to do that to him. So I got to end today's show a little bit early today, which will be basically 2.5 hours from now is my goal. But LA, I appreciate the fact that, man, you're always tuning in. You're always rocking and rolling with us here on The Nation. All right, we got 383 people watching the Raiders Report, and hopefully y'all ready to get into our Madden simulation. So we are going to do this a little bit differently today. We're actually going to do the Madden simulation now, and then after the Madden simulation, we will get into the latest news and rumors going on around the Raiders. We'll also talk a little bit about training camp. If any more updates do come out, though, around the Raiders, we might have to, like if breaking news happens during the Madden sim, we'll have to deviate here a little bit, so just bear with us. If JJ doesn't come back, it'll hurt a little bit, but I have faith in Zeus to help me forget about him and his BS. Always any news, or also any news on Jalen Smith. No, nothing really new so far on Jalen. The only thing that I know was the Raiders liked what they saw in Smith. Patrick Graham is a big believer in Jalen. The Raiders are not 100% sold on their linebacker room, which is one of the reasons why they brought in Smith. But it was also because, I'm trying to think of a good example here. They were just trying to compare, right? Like, and what do I mean by that? Sometimes it's easier to see how talented a player is, whether it's speed, whether it's just overall athletic ability, which is sometimes a lot of what these workouts are. If you put Jalen Smith next to a Divine Diablo, right, you can tell, and it's easier for you to gauge, right? You put Jalen Smith next to a Darian Butler, it's easier for you to gauge. Instead of watching Divine Diablo in person and then only watching Jalen Smith tape that's from last season. So I think one of the reasons why they did it was because they wanted to be able to get a better side-by-side look at Jalen Smith. I think I got all the Super Chats so far on today's show. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, we're going to get into a Raiders-Chargers watch party, and then after that, news and rumors, and then it's time to get the party started. You ready? Rolly's ready. Hopefully y'all are ready as well. Hit that like button. Coming up right now, Raiders-Chargers. All the way, man. That's great. Thursday Night Football. I think it's technically December 14th.
Yeah, we're in December, baby.
December 14th, technically. Week 15. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Coming up right now here on the Raiders Report. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and you're watching the Raiders Report. Let's hop into our time machine, because technically it's Week 15, Thursday Night Football, Raiders, Chargers, and I want to know who you got. There's going to be a lot of Chargers fans that watch this show. There's going to be a lot of Raider fans, I hope, that watch this show. And if you're wondering what exactly are the records entering this game, according to Madden, as it stands right now, the Chargers are 8-5. And it's interesting because the Chargers beat the Raiders earlier in our Madden sim all the way back in Week 4. I want to say 35-21. The Raiders are currently sitting at 7-6. The AFC West standings, the Chiefs are 10-3. The Chargers are 8-5. Raiders sitting there at 7-6. And then the Denver Broncos at 5-8. As promised, though, I told you I would try to do my best to keep you up to date with our AFC playoff picture. And here's where it stands right now. You got the Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Jags are all the division leaders. After that, Baltimore Ravens, Los Angeles Chargers at 8-5. The Dolphins are at 7-6, and they hold the tiebreaker over the Raiders because of the not only head-to-head matchup, but also the tiebreakers in terms of strength of schedule and common opponents. The Browns are sitting there at 7-6. And then the New England Patriots at 6-7. After that, not many teams are actually in the playoff hunt. If you want to tune into our other live shows that we have here for our Madden simulation schedule, the only correction or thing that I've had to change is the Denver Broncos game. I don't know exactly when that's going to be played. It might be played the following Tuesday after that. But the Raiders do have a real preseason game, which I think we can all agree is the one I'm excited for. But seriously, if you enjoy these type of shows, subscribe and turn on the notifications right now. So one more time here, who you got? LV for the Raiders or LAC for the Chargers? The game is underway, and I do this I treat this like it is a real-life game. I am a big practice the way you play type of dude. So I want you to pretend that you're actually at Allegiant Stadium. I want you to actually pretend that this is a real-life type of game, and I'm here to have a good time. If you're watching this live, I'm trying to do 5 boots today. It's Friday. I'm off tomorrow. Alex, it's just going to be Chuck and I hanging out tonight, dudes being dudes type of night. So I'm trying to get this thing started the right way. If you want to get your weekend kicked off the right way, then let's get this party started. I got 420 people watching, 250 likes going down right now. Cheers to everyone who's tuned into the Raiders Report. I got a special deal right now that I'm going to do. I see some big people, the big hitters out there, and if anybody's a Lakers fan, the Lakers just signed Anthony Davis to a 3-year, $186 million deal.
That's a lot of money.
I know, you're more of an NBA guy. That's insane to me.
I mean, listen,
holy shit.
Talking hoops for 1 second, but that's a lot of money, but you have to do it to keep Anthony Davis because he's their franchise guy going forward, especially with LeBron being up in the air in the next couple of years.
Wow. Holy cow. That's insane to me. All right, here's my deal right now. If I get 3 people to send in a $50 super chat, so let's just say it's Patrick B., and then it's Def Jasper, and then it's Queen Sarah Otto, whoever, 3 50s in a row, I'm doing a boot.
I don't think you're ever going to see a better deal like that on the Raiders Report in history.
Chugs usually makes it $1,000, so I don't know what that discounted price is. That's 90% off,
Yeah.
85% off boot right now. I told you, I want to do 5 boots today. It's Friday, it's happy hour, but most importantly, I want to beat Seeps. I mean, Seeps has just got that type of smug Viking face. I can see it right now. Oh, I got to beat him. I can't handle it. Can't handle it. Raiders are going to kick it away. It's going to be caught at the 2. Taken out. There's already a flag down. I like it. Chippy play right off the start.
Yeah.
Holding.
Can't do that.
Beep, beep, beep. Back him up. Of course, he's like, I didn't do anything. All over him. All over him. Venom Sosa's got it right. What up, Primo? Patrick B says, let's go. Patrick B says, let's go. Who's going to leave him? Oh, Brandon! Lost! It's boot time! Brandon Jasper, LFG, Patrick B, and Queen Sarah. Lost in Tins just got here. What did I miss? Lost. You in, but also lost. You got to tell me what jersey you want. I need to know what the color, what number, and what you want on it. Because you want another jersey. So if you could, put that in put like a $1.99 super chat. That way it pops up and I don't miss it. 2nd down and 1 after a 9-yard pickup for the Chargers. Handoff, Eckler, middle. The last time these two teams played, Eckler just killed us, man. Absolutely killed us. Hopefully the Raiders can slow him down here a little bit. Brandon Jasper out to play. LA Crash Dog. It's not that I didn't include you. I was just saying it. Oh, LA lost Brandon and Patrick. All right, LA, I got a deal for you then. Put somebody's name down in the chat that you want to be added to the wheel for a chance to win the Raiders Report jersey. 1st out of 10. Handoff, Eckler again. I mean, the amount of running room right now for the Chargers is just, it's too much. It's too much.
Madden or Madden makes the Chargers OP. Throw that out there.
I'll tell you this. I mean, the Chargers are probably a good team to use in Madden because they do have a lot of star power. However, you got to always be able to account for this guy's not like Justin Herbert. Nobody trusts him to win a big game. Right? Yeah, they're out there. If you could, there's Citrus Punch, truly. I think there's those. That'd be great. 2nd and 2. Handoff, Eckler again. Crosby on the tackle. And right now, the Chargers, man, are just ripping, and I mean ripping apart this Raiders team. If you guys haven't already, say thank you right now to Patrick, Brandon, Lost, and LA Crash Dog. It'd be greatly appreciated. Patrick, he's still a Charger. The problem was he wanted to be traded. But nobody bit. Nobody bit. All right, you got Strong to the left. 2 receivers to the left as well. Herbert's going to drop back. Crosby got some pressure, which forced an early throw there by Justin Herbert. And I honestly don't blame him. If I had Crosby barreling down at me, I think one of the last things I would want is to hang on to that football for a second longer and take a massive hit. Yeah. 2nd down and 10. Herbert still looks, pressured, throws. It's caught, and we got a 3rd down coming up. Get those threes going. Get the threes going. All right, Lost. So number 9 is already taken. So how about this, Lost? Put your top 5 numbers that you would want in the chat. Top 5 numbers. 9 is taken by Cat. 3rd down and 2. Oh, I thought Crosby had him. Herbert throws. I mean, that's just incredible arm strength. That's a video game.
That's the type of shit I'm talking about when they make the Chargers OP. Herbert's not rolling to his left, going across his body, throwing a 20-yard dart in the middle of 3 defenders.
That's a Madden throw if I've ever seen one. Next time you throw a football, go like this. Run this way and try to throw that way and throw a missile. No chance. I guess so. It's kind of like when Garoppolo is like back foot and he just throws it 60 yards with a flick of a wrist. Ball's at the 24-yard line. Herbert, shotgun. Raiders, they can't get any pressure on him. That's the problem. I mean, they'll get some pressure, but if Herbert's going to throw the ball the way that he's been in this game, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day, man. 400 people, yet only 267 likes. I'll make you guys a deal. Once we hit 300 likes, I'll start drinking. What do you think? 2nd down and 1. Once we hit 300 likes, I'm taking this boot down. Courtesy of Patrick B., Brandon Jasper, Lost, and LA Crash Dog. 1st down and 10. 4 minutes to go. Ball at the 13-yard line. Can the Raiders get a stop?
Bend but don't break.
That's Patrick Graham's specialty.
It's the Belichick way, too.
Yeah. You got to make them try to beat you over and over and over again. 1st and 10, handoff, Eckler. Eckler in this game is incredible. 5 for 31. The last time that they played, you would have thought Derrick Henry got shrunk because you just couldn't bring him down. He was catching, he was running, he was doing literally everything, man. Yeah, I know. That Hefe guy, he eats corn the long way. No doubt about it. 2nd down and 3. Herbert, shotgun. Looking, Raiders bring 4 all day to throw. Touchdown. Austin Eckler. I mean, that's about as bad of a start to a game as you could have asked.
I mean, they marched right down the field and made it look like nothing.
Yeah, that was bad. That was no bueno. And that's Robert Spillane covering Austin Eckler. See, the next thing I want Chugs to do, which I guess I shouldn't say the next thing because we're in week 15.
Yeah, it's pretty much over.
Yeah, I was like, how can you get your defense to play man more?
Yeah, a lot of zone in Madden.
I don't know how to, again, I don't play Madden enough, so I don't really understand it. But to me, I'd be like, all right, let's play man-to-man only because that's what Patrick Graham and this Raiders team is going to do. Primo, I hear you, man. Very frustrating out there. We are 12 likes away.
Hit that like button.
12 likes away from knocking down the 2nd boot today here on the Raiders Report. F those Chargers, man. F the Chargers. Here's a question for people out there. Do you think that right now the Raiders have a bigger home field advantage at Allegiant Stadium or at the Chargers Stadium at SoFi? Who do you think shows up more, SoFi or Allegiant?
Oh, look at this return. It's promising.
Decent return.
For a little bit.
For Trey Tucker, that's basically taking it to the house.
We did hit 300 likes, though, Mitch.
Oh, we did. We did. All right, y'all. Here's the game. You tell them to spam something. You give shout-outs. I'm going to knock back a boot.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, spam Chug in the chat right now for Mitch. Spam Chug. I'll give shout-outs for Chug. Mitch is starting to get drinking. Type in your chugs in the chat. Do it right now if you want a shout-out on the Raiders report. Guess no one wants a shout-out. There we go. Zalebsbo, Die Hard, Venom Sosa, Queen Sarah Otto, DP, K-Man, Bradley, Juan, James Moore, Martin, Manny, Raider Muerte.
It's so good once it hits your lips. It's so good once it hits your lips. 400 people watching. I don't know about you. It's Friday. It's happy hour. Steve says the boot looks smaller. When was the last time you saw the boot? Because we had the Megalodon boot for a little while. And that might be why. The Megalodon boot was 6 beers in one. This one's just 3. Good job, Mitch. Thank you, Martin. It's Saturday from Venom. I don't know where you're at, Venom. It's not Saturday. Raiders, Jimmy Garoppolo under center, drops back. Khalil Mack brought some pressure there. Jimmy G. Unbelievable. I don't know if Mayer wasn't turned around or what happened there. Garoppolo threw like 3 interceptions today at Raiders training practice, apparently. I think that's on Mayer. I have no idea what that was. That was a terrible effort.
I mean, first play of the game on offense, and that's what's going to happen? What are we doing here, Jimmy?
Mayer tried to catch the ball from behind.
Madden, man. Madden.
So you're telling me Herbert's rolling to his right, throwing 30-yard dimes, and Mayer looks like the Monster stole his talent on his first play. That was bad. Here we go. First down and 10. Yeah, Mace says, what was that? I have no idea. Again, blame Chugs. He's God. First down at 10. Handoff, Eckler. And it takes Chandler Jones, a linebacker, and Max Crosby to bring him down. Who is this guy? Who made Austin Eckler in this game? Eckler should be making $40 million a year if he's running like this. Second down and 10. Shotgun. Herbert bunches to the left. Palmer to the right. And it's another handoff to Eckler. And he's going to drag Byron Young, the defensive tackle, for 3 yards. Third down and 7. It's time to get a stop. 10-0 I can deal with. 10-0 I can deal with. However, anything more than that, I don't know, man.
Oh, so we got Max Crosby with his X Factor.
Here we go. Herbert looks. Still looks. I was about to freak the F out, Rolly.
The crowd went silent there for a second when he had the ball in his hands.
I mean, Herbert scrambles to the right and then just dart, man. Jose Delgado! Oh, wow, that's a legendary super chat. Field goal, kick is up. And the kick is good. I feel like in this game, how many field goals have been missed for an entire season? Maybe 2.
I'm telling you right now, Mitch. Madden kickers do not miss field goals, and they are unless they are 55-yard plus, and even then it's like 70%.
It's unbelievable. Welcome back, Chug. Mitch, answer your question from yesterday. You've been here for 3 years. Subscribe to the Raiders Report about when it was only at 30,000 subscribers. All right, here's a little trivia question then out there for all the OGs. It's this. When we hit 30,000 subscribers on the Raiders Report, we're at 139,000 now. What did we do to celebrate? There's your trivia question. We hit 30,000 subscribers on the Raiders Report. What did we do to celebrate? Let me know down in the comments. I'm curious if anybody gets this right. If anybody gets this right, you get a shout out. Primo, I did not get naked. I hate to break it to you. I did not. All right, so lost once, 41, 47, 77, 54, and 55. All of those are available. So lost, I'm guessing then number 41 is the one that you want the most.
I mean, based off logic, that's got to be it.
So lost 41. Lost 41 in black. Done. Second down and 6. Garoppolo under center. He picked 41. Oh, and Jacobs goes down, and it's third down and 6. Somebody said got wasted. No. Silver hair Jaime was 10,000. So that's OG. Pop bottles.
You dyed your hair silver?
I dyed my hair silver. I dyed my beard silver. And I can remember, and I'll never forget this, also third down and 6 coming up here for Garoppolo. Fake handoff. Jacobs looks back. I mean, that's a missile. That's just not even close, though. Garoppolo, they having a hell of a game. 0 for 2 with an interception. So, I when I was walking home from work, though, I had to park my car because we were like a few blocks down, kind of like where I used to live. There was an old woman, and I think she was kind of excited to see me because I had like a suit on. I used to like really dress up to go to work, which is kind of crazy. But again, silver hair, silver beard. And I think then when I turned my face, she saw that I was so young. The look on her face was just like I scared the hell out of her. That was 10K. So when I hit 30,000 subscribers, there was some viewer, he said, Mitch, have you ever done Edward 40 hands? So I did 40 hands, and I taped my hands literally with duct tape and got 2 40s, and I answered questions live for like 45 minutes, and I did 2 40s. That's what I did for 30K. Buzz-O-Matic said, how much for the jersey? Well, there's 2 ways on today's show. You can either get your very own jersey, Venmo, at Mitchell Renz 365. It's a $500 Venmo. Or, the cheaper option, $20 super chat for a chance to win. $20 for a chance to win. Second down and 6. Everybody say hello to Chugs. Throws, middle, Keenan caught. Ball to 48.
Chugs, we're going to have a long talk when I come back. If this ends up being a blowout and you stuck me with 2 of the worst games the entire season, we're going to have a talk.
What was the other game that you were with?
The Dolphins game last Friday.
Oh, Christ. That was the worst game of the year. That might have been the worst game of the year. Chugs, I'm telling you this right now. If we lose the Chargers both, you might just want to stay wherever you're at. First down and 10. Herbert, shotgun, still looks, throw, short, Eckler. Is there anything that guy can't do? Holy crap. Austin Eckler is just, he's incredible. Incredible. Jose, though, man, seriously, that super chat, the fact that you were repping with me since 30,000 subscribers, that's freaking awesome, man. How about this? I want to know right now, when did you subscribe? Like, how many subs were we at when you decided, all right, this guy's worth it, I'll click that subscribe button? What number were you at? Let me know. I'm with Robert Jansen. Chugs has a lot to explain. He's going to have a lot of explaining to do. Third down and 1. Can the Raiders defense get a stop? Or else this game might get ugly. Though, we go like full circle. Raiders are down 17-0 and come back. That would be something. Herbert hit.
Oh,
Tuck rule.
that should have been a fumble.
I agree. Get on the ball. Get on the football.
This would be a 56-yarder, Mitch, which means
What is it, 66?
56.
Oh, this is money.
Cash money.
56-yarder in this game, you might as well just say 36-yarder.
They could go for it, though. And they are. It's 4th down.
Let's go. Get the 4s in the chat. I mean, nobody's on the guy in the seam. Nobody. Herbert took too long. Oh, he had a wide open check down, and he didn't take it.
Gotta stop.
Buzz-O-Matic 69, Raiders for life. Love the show. Buzz, I appreciate that, man. And you in. Buzz-O-Matic 69, so in.
so in.
Dude, it's
Don't you
just
love when you're in?
it's so in right now. He's just soaking in there. I can actually see somebody jumping on the bed, man.
Ah, soaking.
Here we go. 10-0. Chargers up. Raiders at least get ball to start the second half, which maybe we could make this a little bit of an interesting thing. Ball at the 39-yard line. Garoppolo, fake handoff. Jacobs. Jimmy hits Jacobs for his first completion of the game. Thank the Lord.
Way to get started. All it takes is one.
Here we go.
Just like with shooters in basketball. Don't let them see one.
That's right. As soon as you see it go through the net, it's just, you're like, this is over. This is about to turn into an absolute showcasing here by Garoppolo. Garoppolo, shotgun, Renner, Renfro to the right. Looks, throws, Renfro's way, caught, first down, Raiders.
They let them see one.
Here we go. We're about to cook. We're about to start cooking. About to start cooking. Also, I just got a notification. So Alex got a new job, and she's getting all this new stuff. What's a lot of packages to pick up from your mailroom? If the mailroom...
One day, like I'd say 3 in one day is insane.
We have 13 packages. First down and 10. They literally just said, you need to get these What is that, Garoppolo? Looking to Austin Hooper. I mean, I don't know if somebody stole Jimmy's talent. No idea. Chugs wants a shot clock for a touchdown drive. Chugs, you got yourself a deal, man. We're doing a Nick Roloff shot clock. Every $10 super chat, Rolly's doing a shot. 2nd and 10. Come on, man.
This is...
He threw that. I don't know how that wasn't intercepted.
I mean, it went right through his hands. So there was a split second there. I thought Devontae Adams was going to catch it off
come
the
back
rebound.
and catch it. I don't know if he could have threw that more directly to him.
Oh, Lord. 3rd down. Jimmy G, figure it out.
I don't believe what I'm looking at right now. 3rd and 10, Garoppolo. Oh, that's a missile. Never a doubt, Rolly.
Way to come back.
Never a doubt. Mayer, nice little out route there. Gain of 11, never a doubt. Darth Raider said this game is goofy today. Yeah, there's no doubt this game's goofy today.
I'm still waiting for those $10 super chats. I'll even say if the Raiders score on this drive, every $10 super chat is a shot.
Let's do it. This entire drive, every 10.
Every 10.
Every 10 this drive.
Yep. If they kick a field goal or score a touchdown, shot.
Ooh.
And they're in field goal range.
I'll say this is if you're at the Shield in this game, you're in Carlson field goal range. First down and 10, ball at the 38. Garoppolo end around to Devontae. Oh, that's a real life play call though. The amount of times that McDaniels would try to get creative around the 40-yard line last season, I'm not shitting you, Rolly. At the 40-yard line last season, that's when like McDaniels, I think, was like, no one's going to suspect it. Every time.
I remember.
I see a lot of 100s flowing up right now. You guys know it was insane the amount of trick plays the Raiders would run at the 40 last year. Garoppolo, handoff, Jacobs, and just gets right back to where he was.
This is the most McDaniels play call in history. End around on 1st and 10 from the 40. You know what we're going to come back on 2nd round with? Let's all inside zone in the shotgun.
Yeah, let's run directly at Joey Bosa. Every time. Mr. Akon. He's an OG. Nick says the game's realistic. That play sequence, yes. This game in general might be the most unrealistic one I've seen. 3rd down and 10, ball at the 38. Garoppolo looking. All day to throw. I think Garoppolo took a few shots before the show.
Garoppolo was hammered. He might have done a few boots.
LA Crash Dog. Luke. That's 2 shots for Rolly.
If Carlson makes the field goal, it's a 55-yarder.
Oh, this is money. This is cash money Carlson. Not a doubt in my mind. Carlson. I think he missed it. I can't tell either. Drive-in! He missed it. I have no idea. Did he make... he missed it. I think he freaking missed it. Chugs, you're in trouble, man.
I still can't tell if he made it or missed it.
I don't think
he missed it. After talking about field goals, he missed it.
Oh, that's just brutal.
You know what? Sense the Nation.
Brandon Jasper, you're going to have to pay a visit to Chugs.
Since the Nation is so
2 shots.
too fun, I'll take a couple shots anyway.
I appreciate it.
Luke.
What up, Tryvan? You in?
And Tryvan. I'll load up a couple shots here.
Real talk, you know what happened? I always told Chugs, like when he does the Madden sims, make sure they're good games. Basically what happened here was he had a flight in 3 hours, ran a Madden sim and said, F it, I'm keeping it.
First one is in.
Yep. That's what happened. 2nd and 5, ball at the 50. Herbert looking. Oh, watch this.
Yes.
Oh, sack Tyree Wilson. I was waiting for Herbert to just shrug off that sack by Wilson and then just throw a Kareem 50 yards down the field.
Skyhook.
Nice. It's a big-time sack. That's a big-time sack. Tryvan, you're so in. And since Tryvan's here, Tryvan, I got a special deal out there for everyone. I've been trying to do more deals today to rally the nation. So hear me out if you like this deal, Tryvan. Either A, $200 super chat or Venmo from you. I'm going to put your jersey on, knock back a boot. Or if we can get 4 people to send in a 50, I'll do a boot. What do you think? Herbert. 4th down and 12.
Raiders defense is stepping up.
Tryvan, you pick. If you want both, I'll allow it.
I still can't get over Carlson missing the field goal.
I love watching Chase work out in the office. He's just a very motivated person.
Respect it.
I do too. 4th down and 12. Caught! DeAndre Carter got about 3 yards. You love to see it. Borelli says, how many boots have we done? 2. I got 3 more to go. 3 more to go. I feel okay right now. I told you all that I ate a lot, and I mean a lot of food before the show. I prepped my body.
Is hitting different today.
Oh, dude, the sandwich was good. The pizza in there, I had a few slices of that. I prepared my body today like game day. Yes, Tryvan, I have to do 5 boots today. We'll get there. 1st down and 10, handoff, Jacobs.
I didn't know the Chargers defense turned into the 85 Bears overnight.
Well, that's the thing. Like, the Chargers are a really good Madden team because of all the star power that they have. Right, like, that's how Madden looks at it. They look at big name guy, all right, we'll give him a 79 overall, even if he's trash now.
I think that was Melvin Ingram making him play. What are we doing?
2nd down and 10. I'm excited to see Garoppolo because he's been so bad today. That's Jacoby Myers. That's his first catch of the day.
4 for 9, 30 yards and a pick. Attaboy, Jim.
Should have 2 picks.
Yeah.
And 3 of his throws, I'm not kidding you, not even close. It's like he's throwing a wiffle ball football out there in 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Blitz ball, 50 yards. It's going left, right, and up.
Jeremy Chugs. 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looking, and throws it out of bounds on 3rd and 3. Jeremy, I'm telling you what right now, man. You might just want to stay where you're at. Brandon Jasper's coming for you. This is unbelievable. F Chugs in the chat. 4th and 3. What a great kick there by A.J. Cole. 2-minute warning.
We're already at the 2-minute warning. This game's flying.
Oh, this game is, well, nobody's doing anything.
We had an opening 5-minute touchdown drive, and ever since then, it's been a snooze fest pillow fight.
It's been cheeks. This game has been cheeks. Rebel Montana. Jeremy said if we get 10 vibe stickers, the Raiders will score. Quote from my vibrator. 1st down and 10. Throws short. Caught. Everett. Going to be a gain of about 6. I've never seen Crosby without tattoos, and it looks weird. It really does. It really does. Zeno, no Jeremy slander. All right, I got you. 2nd and 4. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts here. Hopefully Herbert has... Oh, it's a screen. Oh, God, this is Eckler. Chandler Jones, what a play.
Good play.
Boy.
Oh, no.
Rashawn Slater.
That's a big loss.
That is. That's a huge loss for him. Big time tackle there by Chandler Jones, and it's 3rd down. Let's go.
It's 3rd down.
Can't hear you.
Best Chugs impression.
3rd down. Come on, Diablo. Want you to get loud. Crosby, hyping you up. Herbert, ball at the 40. I like this. Chandler Jones next to Max Crosby. Tyree Wilson in the game. Throws quick. Keenan Allen can't stop it. That's a good route. It's a tough one. Jake Girl's dad Peter's picture. What is that? I know what it is.
Oh, is that you?
So when I first started doing the show on Facebook, I was in my backdrop was the Raiders locker room. The first locker in that picture, Sebastian Janikowski.
Oh, the GOAT.
First down and 10
Seabass.
for Herbert. Wilson was getting held. I don't know how a flag wasn't thrown. Timeout Chargers.
Wow, you look so young.
2nd down and 4.
No beard.
I mean, did you really? I had
Kind of looks.
I rocked the 5 o'clock shadow,
I
but
think that's what it is.
wasn't a good one though.
You're wearing a shirt and tie.
Always.
Always.
I wore a silver suit top. My first, when I was just on Facebook, suit and tie, always. And then I wore a car jersey with my suit jacket, and then we switched it up. Herbert's going to keep this one and scramble. He's going to get all the way down to the 32-yard line here. Man. So far, nothing doing.
Yeah, there's a second Chugs in the chat.
There is?
Yes.
Is there another Jeremy Chugs account? Jeremy just messaged me, and he sent me... Jeremy, I'm just telling you right now, if that's the score of this game, I'm going to be so mad at you.
Chugs, send me the score.
1st down and 10. Handoff, caught. 2nd down and 1.
Chugs, send me the score.
There's no way. Yeah, he's just effing with us. He goes 37-0 Chargers.
Well, then I would end it right now. we were moving on to news and movies.
Yeah, we're getting out of here then. 2nd and 1. I mean, at this point, what? You got to hope that you go down half at 13-0, right? Like, that's what you got to hope for. Queen Serrato's not giving up hope, though. Who's going to win more games this year? So the Chargers, Madden's weird. Left hash. Kick is up. Kick is good. 13-0 is the score. And that's probably going to be the score going into that. Oh! Driving! Bang! Put some life in me.
Change the momentum. I love it, Drive-In. Let's get the good vibes flowing.
Oh, go get a boot. Go get me a boot. Please. It's boot time. Boot it up, boot it up. Boot it up, boot it up. All right, hang on. It's boot time. Mount Raider more freaking legend Tri-Van, man. I'm not going to lie. Last night I was on a few different chat sports streams. And again, I don't got money to throw around like these guys do, but I was throwing some super chats in there. It's fun, man. It's a lot of fun. Being able to like literally make that instant impact when somebody's live on show. Dude, it's good. Somebody just tripped in the office. I think we're all good though. What up, Tri-Van? Guys, I'm telling you, I'm just going jersey on top of jersey on top of jersey. That's how we're doing it for this entire show. What a freaking legendary move there. If you want a shout out here on the Raiders Report, spam Tri-Van right now. And if you want to ride on that handlebar mustache, spam me. Who wants a shout out? Redefine Zeus, Tri-Van, Raider Muerte. I got Eric, Redefine Zeus, Jeremy Chugs. I think there are 2 Chugses in the chat. Nicholas, Matthew. We got Steve, Diehard. Juan Hernandez. Sprint, Jacob, Queen, Sarah, Otto. Keep them coming here in the chat. I will warn you, this is where I start to get in the loosey-goosey range. This is when we get a little loosey-goosey.
Oh!
Buzz-O-Matic! Sorry, I haven't been on. I was in the ICU, but it's good to be back, dude.
Well, hopefully you're okay, man.
I know. Are you all right? Can't just drop news like that and be... Are you all right? I hope so. Holy shit. All right. I need you to give shout-outs to every single person spamming Tri-Van. Third boot of the day.
Make sure you spam those Tri-Vans.
Third boot ski of the day.
We got Raider Dave. We got Queen Sarah Otto. We got Martin. We got Bryson. We got Ryan. We have Franco Raider. We have Thomas. We have Eric.
I think when I do the Truly boots, the thing that I don't like about them, they smell so artificial to me.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's...
What's up, Too Solid Frankie? He's a new Miami Heat guy. I love this guy.
Too Solid Frankie?
Yeah, I always see him tuning into the Heat videos and commenting.
All right, Too Solid Frankie. Make him a deal.
Too Solid Frankie.
Make him a
deal.
deal.
This is only for Too Solid Frankie.
Okay, make him a deal.
Only Too Solid Frankie.
I'm listening.
$50 super chat.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing a boot.
A boot?
For 50. If it's Too Solid Frankie.
Only Too Solid Frankie.
I want to make myself very, very clear.
Okay.
It is only for Too Solid Frankie.
$50 boot.
Yes.
I didn't think you were going to offer that type of deal.
I'm ready.
Dude, that's nuts.
If not, it's okay. I understand.
All right, well,
I
hey.
wanted to give a real one a chance.
Bro, I wish I'm broke. It's okay. Hey, it's all good. We're going to do what we can here once in a while to get a little bit wild, but I think it's really cool when you get other people. Wow, Malik Hooker, new contract with the Cowboys. Extension. Interesting. I think it's always cool, though, when you get people who, like, watch certain shows, but then they watch, like, other shows.
Yeah.
It's really freaking cool to see, man. No doubt about it. All right.
Continue to spam those Tri-Vans, and while Mitch is doing 3 for 24, doing that boo, I'll shout you guys out. So spam those Tri-Vans. Jose Delgado says I'll do it for him. You know what? Sure. $50 from Jose Delgado will count for Too Solid Frankie. But Xavier, James, Matthew, Juan Hernandez, DKOG, Juan Hernandez again, Lost, Jeremy Chugs, spamming only 8 more vibe stickers, Die Hard Raider fan, King Sanchez, Mr. Akon, Duvall, King Sanchez again, Robert Jansen, Charlie Hustle 2003.
Number 3.
That was number 3?
Number 3. This is where it gets tough. Hang on. Oh, man. All right. Who's ready? Get second half started.
Technically haven't got to halftime yet.
All right. We're almost there. We're almost there. Is there a Broncos boot?
No.
Unfortunately, there's not for you.
F the Broncos.
All day, every day, F Denver. I think if I had to rate the teams that I dislike the most, Chiefs are number 1 for me.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'd go Broncos number 2. I'd probably go Chargers number 3. Their fan base annoys me. Then I'd probably go 49ers number 4. Dallas Cowboys number 5.
Okay.
And honestly, I'd probably put the Jets at 6 because my dad and a lot of my buddies who I used to work with back in college, they just heckle the shit out of me.
Jeremy Chugg says, vibes surrounded with little purple stars, and says 8 more of these
The Patriots,
stickers.
what am I doing? The Patriots got to be up there. Patriots at 6. And then it's the Jets. And then it's the Eagles after that.
8 more vibe stickers, and apparently the Raiders score. Can it be with 1 second left in the first half on a Hail Mary?
Oh, this is a handoff to Jacobs if I've ever seen one. Oh.
Let
Garoppolo.
it fly, Jimmy.
Come on, Jimmy. All day to throw. If this gets to the end zone.
Oh, my God, it's close. Oh!
I promise you right now, I shave my head if Garoppolo throws a single ball this entire year 70 yards in the air.
That was impressive.
If Garoppolo throws a ball 70 yards in the air this season, I will shave my head. Chad says Patriots, Broncos, Chiefs. Marshall's starting to make me hate the Giants. I'm not going to lie.
Fuck the Giants.
I'll also say this. I will be rooting against Derek Carr this season and the Saints.
Yeah, after
no
the
doubt
Saints
about
too.
it.
The Saints suck too.
No doubt about it. You gotta. The Browns got to be up there because their quarterback is kind of a weirdo. Looking at some other teams around the office. Yeah, I think those are the teams I hate the most.
What about the Steelers?
My ex-girlfriend in high school was a Steelers fan, but now she looks like she could play linebacker for the Steelers, so I don't really hate him as much anymore. Yep.
Jeremy Chugg sends in another super chat with the vibe sticker. 7 more, and apparently the Raiders score, according to Jeremy Chugg.
Chugg said need 8 more vibe stickers.
Now 7.
Now 7, or the Raiders won't score. I don't know.
He knows stuff.
I'll say this. If we get 7 more, if we get 7 more vibe stickers and the Raiders score, I'll do a boot.
7 more.
7 more vibes stickers, and I'll do a boot. First down at 10.
I feel like the Raiders are going to come out firing here.
I don't know what Chuggs has in store.
Josh McDaniels pep talk. There's
first
one
time,
from Manny.
And it's a first from Manny. Throws Jacobs. First down Raiders.
He might be cooking now.
Is there a coincidence? We got a vibe sticker from Manny, and all of us. We need 6 more vibe stickers. My vibe stickers. Chuggs, you got to update your score, man. It's 6. Manny just sent one in. Chuggs is sitting on a beach right now drinking a Mai Tai. He's cooked.
He's hammered.
He's hammered drunk. There we go. First down.
He's having those vices.
Armando, what's a vibe sticker? I have no idea. Do I like Coronas? Yes, with lime. It's got to be with lime.
Coronas are my probably favorite beer to like sit back and enjoy.
See, I'd rather drink a Dos Equis.
Okay.
Like if I'm gonna have a Corona, I'd rather have a Dos Equis. I'd rather have a Modelo, and then I would probably result. I also like Land Shark. I don't know if you ever had Land
I've
Shark.
had a Land Shark. They're good. If I were to just sit down and have one beer and that's all I'm drinking, I'm taking a Corona. But if I'm going for like multiple volume, let's get fucked up, I'm going Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Protein shakes.
I hate Miller Lite. You're not a Corona fan. Sprint 86, a first time, and good vibes. We need 5 more. 5 more in the Raiders score. 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looking. Still looking.
Yes!
Open. It's Jacobs. Ball at the 40.
Shout out Sprint. It was his first super chat as well.
5 more vibe stickers. I'm curious to see how this goes. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go, yo.
Queen Serrano! 4 more! Are we gonna... Dude, if I'm telling you this right now, if Chugs is right, I'm gonna hate him so much more. Ball at the 40, handoff, Jacobs. He gets taken down.
Queen Serrano with the vibe sticker, and it's 5 more away.
All right, hang on. I might get in on the action here.
You're going to super chat your own show.
I want the Raiders. Wait, so that's 4 more, right?
Scheffler and Raider Morte. So now we're down to 3. Now we're down to 2. Johnny Raiders.
I think we need 1.
As Jimmy G fires across. Oh, my God.
Not even close. 3rd down and 8. How many more do we need? 2?
I think 2.
Vibe sticker. I think Armando tried, but he just got a pair that says cool.
Because Raider Morte did it. John Scheffler did it. We got Johnny Raiders did it. And
2
then
more.
Armando did a different one.
Yeah, we need 2 more. We need 2 more. 3rd and 8.
Come on,
Ball
Jimmy.
to 38. Come on, Jimmy G. Garoppolo looking. Still looking. First down, Raiders. 3rd and Renfro.
What a dart by Jimmy G.
There we go. Heck.
He's him.
I think we need 1 more. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1 more vibe sticker in the Raiders score.
No, we got 10. That's 10. Chuck sent in multiple, so that's 10. Heck got us there.
Well,
Sean
Sean Forbes
Forbes
got us there anyway. Zalesbo sent in a different one.
All right, if the Raiders score a touchdown, I got to do a boot. That makes me nervous. I think Chug set me up. First down at 10, handoff. Go, Josh! It's too much juke in there.
He put that one guy out of his own shoes, though.
I feel like somebody just fell in love with the juke button. That was he just juking left and right, man. Way too much juking. Come on, Raiders. 2nd down and 6. Got to get it. In the red zone, this is where I get nervous. Garoppolo, shotgun. Throws quick, 1st down again. 1st and goal to Mayer. Garoppolo, worst game of the I can't say worst game of the year. That game against the Dolphins where he threw 3 picks, that was brutal.
That was bad.
But 8 of 17 with an interception. But
this was a great route by Mayer there. Set him up inside,
Dude,
little whoop, back to the outside.
Can't wait to see. Can't wait to see. I'm wondering if Chugs even remembers this game.
There's no way. He did these sims so long
He
ago.
did these 2 weeks ago. And he's sipping Mai Tais right now. And to put 10 vibes in the chat, no way. 1st and goal, Garoppolo. Screen, Jacobs. All right, 2nd and goal here. This is going to be interesting. Johnny Raiders.
Johnny!
Chugs might be on to something. Let's go vibes. Good vibes only.
What is Trace doing?
I have no idea what Trace is doing. 2nd down and goal. Touchdown! Devontae Adams! Show me those TDs!
Good luck. You're up and down for good
Good vibes.
That's a boo. Oh!
Manny, let's go. Good vibes. I don't know what we got to do for the regular season. This might sound weird. I might buy a vibrator.
Oh.
No, like a vibrator.
HR?
Are you guys in? If I buy a vibrator?
Sean sent in the last one. And then Johnny Raiders.
Good vibes only.
Mace G.
Spam the vibes.
And then Manny Almonte with a 50 banger.
Darth. Oh. Yeah, can I get a a vibrator? Like, excuse me? Silver and black. That's fine. It's fine. All right. I got to do a boot. This is where it's going to get interesting from here on out. I'm okay. You can fill it up. You want to do a boot race? You got a boot race in you? All right. Fill up 2 boots. So Rolly's going to do a boot race. Here's what we're going to do. Borelli, no live for Trizzy. He's actually doing another show right now. But he might be back later. We'll see. I don't know. You never know with Trace. He's a wild card, man. Ball's at the 21. $100 super chat right now. Rolly and I boot race. First down at 10. Herbert throws completed. It's going to be a gain of 4. Good vibes only. I feel great. I needed that touchdown drive to put some life back into me. Needed it. Juan Hernandez, FLACs, get him going. Get him cooking. If you need an extra boot, we have some in those packages over there. If you want to open up a new one. 2nd and 6. Raiders bring Spillane on a blitz. It's not going to matter. First down and 10. Coming up here for the Chargers. Son of a gun. Far left. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. That way, you never miss a thing. 13-7 is the score. I mean, you got to get a stop here. Got to get a stop here. Is my dad in the chat? What's up? First down and 10. Ball at the 34. Herbert looks. Still looking. He's got to throw it out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 coming up. I mean, realistically, this game has been a lot of good defense played. A lot of good defense. But the Raiders have found ways to get stops. Like, if you can hold this Chargers offense to 13 points in an actual game come third quarter, I like the way you look, especially with the way that picked Robert Spillane. Ball at the 35. Good vibes only. Good vibes only. Oh, man. Turnover chain. Herbert threw it right to him. Chugs was on to something. I'm upset that we doubted Chugs. Robert Spillane with an interception. You love to see it. 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The Raiders can take the lead. If the Raiders win this game, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me if the Raiders win this game? Wow. We got Chargers fan in there being real smooth. Throws completed. Jacoby, it's going to be a gain of 9. Heck says never a doubt, Chugs. Yeah, I don't know. We started corn the long way. We might start something here with the vibes, Chugs. Good vibes only. 10 more vibes for a score. I don't know what to think with you. Garoppolo throws, caught. Mayer. First down and 10. For the Raiders, Merde, 3 catches, 32 yards. 10 more vibes for a score. Honestly, I'm in. I am so in for a score. All right, here we go. I don't know if this thing knows. What? All right, here we go. 10 more vibes for a score.
What are you doing over there?
First down and 10. I'm on this YouTube channel. Here, I'm going to figure out how to do the vibes.
Oh, you're sending it in.
Mm-hmm. Second down and 5. I have no... How the hell do you do the vibe?
Send it, I think, $2, and then you just pick a sticker.
Bro,
Jimmy G back to pass.
shit's not possible. Second and 5.
All the time in the world. Look at the O-line.
Jimmy G,
Look at the O-line. Touchdown!
Devontae Adams! Touchdown Raiders! I mean, that's just throwing up a 50-50 ball, and
Oh, look at the toe tap.
I think he got it in.
We always like when it's in.
Oh, you love when it's in. Herbert knows he effed up. I mean, this is a totally different ball game.
Raiders can take the lead with a Carlson extra point.
This is a totally different ball game.
Oh, that's under review.
Oh boy. I'll tell you what, if this gets overturned, I still remember that Steelers touchdown that they called a touchdown.
I think his feet are in.
I mean, what are we even looking at here? This is clearly in. Clearly in. Was it a catch? Yes or no? The referee's jogging out onto the field. Devontae Adams has to have 20 touchdown catches this year.
And they're going to say it's good.
Touchdown Raiders. Touchdown Raiders, 13-13 ball game here. Oh, shit. Chug, 6 more. He's really leaning into this, which I appreciate. Dude, and if Carlson would have made that field goal earlier in the game, man. All right, here we go. We got a 14-13 lead. Josh McDaniels, never a doubt.
I mean, that halftime
Prep talk.
had to be
Pep talk.
out of this world. Shout out to Jeremy Chugg, Sprint, Johnny Raiders.
Love to see it.
Raider Muerte. And
You love to see it.
Adkison, all getting the vibes in, leading to that Raiders touchdown.
Nothing but good vibes here on the Raiders report. Raiders up 14-13.
I kind of, for a second, thought this was Raiders news, but it's Ravens, and my eyes just eluded me.
Oh, I do the exact same thing.
Because they said Raiders, or we have placed Trayvon Mullen on the reserve non-football injury list. And I was like, well, he was a Raider. Ravens looks like Raiders.
Did you hear what I did yesterday?
No.
So I got an update on my phone, okay, that said the 49ers have signed Anthony Averett.
Okay.
I read it because I saw the picture as Damon Arnett. So I saw the red hair. I thought I saw Arnett and not Averett, and I saw former Raider. So I tweeted, Raiders signed Damon Arnett.
Oh, no.
And then I realized real quick, I was like, oh, shit, I read that wrong. Deleted the tweet, but like at first I was like, why the frick would they sign Damon Arnett? Yeah, I'll take the L. Ball at the 25. Herbert pitches it. Keenan Allen. Good stop there by the Raiders. 2nd down and 8. Come on, Raiders. Remember, boot race. We need one $100 super chat. And Rolly and I are doing a boot race. Hi, May. I'm back. What the F? We are up how? It's kind of crazy, man. Wow, the Indianapolis Colts just signed Kenyon Drake. Former Raider running back, Kenyon Drake, going to Indianapolis. Good for him.
Drake.
Drake.
There's another Jeremy Chuggs in the chat.
There's a lot of Jeremy Chuggses in the chat right now.
But it's third down.
Raiders showing blitz. They're only going to bring 4. Herbert throw. Picked! Oh my goodness! Divine Diablo! Good vibes only! Good vibes only! This is a Justin Herbert game if I've ever seen one.
What a disaster class from Herbert.
They start strong, up 13-0, and it's just been a disaster ever since. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Oh, man, let's go. Let's get in the end zone here. Let's get some vibes going. Garoppolo, handoff, Jacobs. Oh, I think if he would have bounced that to the left a little bit more. 9 carries for 33 yards in today's game. Jeremy Chugg sending in the vibes.
Fourth quarter time. Spam those 4s. Type the 4s.
What I think is funny is this Chargers fan's like, oh, that would never happen. What would never happen?
Jimmy G in the shotgun.
Garoppolo, or you're telling me Herbert would never blow a lead? The last time we saw him play. Throws caught. Adams for another first down.
I don't know what Josh McDaniels said at halftime.
It's working, though.
But he is cooking with some gas.
He said, serious gas.
Let me cook.
What does this vibes look like? I don't think I have it.
Let's see if I can send it in.
You don't have to.
I just want to see if I can, though.
Dude, the vibes, Chugs, where are they? All I have is pairs. First down at 10, Garoppolo, power eye. Pitches it right to Jacobs. And he's only going to get about 2. Wow, they don't give him nothing. Queen Sarah Otto, it's under the foam finger. All right. That helps. Oh, wait. I think I got it. Let's see.
Am I stupid?
Let's see how long it takes. I just sent it. Yeah, we did it.
Let's go.
First down and goal. First down and goal. Michael Mayer. Mr. Akon's getting in on the good vibes. That helps. Honestly, Queen Sarah Auto, that helps. Super chat, it's under the foam finger.
YouTube is shadow banning.
It's under the foam finger. That helped out a lot. I was like, I have no idea where this is. First and goal, Garoppolo, power eye. Ball at the 2. Handoff, Zamir White. Touchdown! Raiders! It's the good vibes. You got to keep the good vibes rolling. And Zamir White, easy touchdown there. I mean, great blocking by Jacob Johnson, Jermaine Illuminor, and the entire Raiders offensive line. 20 unanswered.
Shout out to Sprint, Jeremy Chuggs, Big Pern.
Let's
Sprint
go.
Again. Mitchell Renz.
I know
Mr.
that guy.
Akon, Johnny Raiders.
The good vibes. Get them going. You love to see it.
Raiders lead by 8. What is going on?
If you fell asleep, like these are one of the games where you fall asleep and you wake up and you're like, what happened?
How are we winning this game?
What happened? It's the fourth quarter. Raiders up 8. Now I'm nervous.
This is where things tend to fall apart. But all the momentum is on the Raiders' side. You can even see it in the Madden game. They got all the momentum.
All the momentum, as they should. I'm looking at score predictions here. Patrick B said 24-17. Raider Muerte said 27-24.
That is possible.
Yeah, it's not likely. 24-21. Raiders win. That's possible.
Yeah, very possible.
That's very possible. Chargers score here, go for 2, get it. Raiders win on a field goal.
Yeah.
Brandon Jasper, be on the lookout. I'm looking for other scores here. I don't see it. All right, so right now, 24-21 Raiders win. If that happens, that's a beer bong. Redefined Zeus said 27-20.
Possible, but very unlikely.
I think the 24-21 score is the one that we got to watch out for. Here we go. First down and 10. Herbert, screen, Eckler.
Oh, yeah.
And Divine Diablo, a.k.a. Big Swole, all over it.
This Raiders defense is just turned up here.
Dude, they're flying all over the field right now.
Throwing a shutout in the second half.
They really are. They look great. All right, here's going to be my final offer for a boot race with Rolly and I. I got my boot. I'm going to do that no matter what. If you want me to race Rolly, the Patriots fan, he's got a boot as well, and we'll do it here. $100 super chat, final offer. Second down and 12. Herbert throws. Palmer caught. He got it, first down.
The good news here for the Raiders are that even if they give up a touchdown, they'll likely have last possession.
Chugs just messaged me. He goes, I'm toasted. Good vibes only. And I'm glad you're enjoying your vacation, my guy.
They must be hitting different.
Oh, dude, can't beat it. Is it, Chugs, is it all-inclusive, or are you just sitting at a bar? Which one is it?
Well, he has the Raiders report on at the bar. Big TV, main TV.
Sure, but, oh, dude, that would be sick.
He said, I don't care what you guys think we're watching, but we're putting on the Raiders report.
First down and 10. Herbert, ball at the 35. Handoff. Eckler. He's going to spin. He's going to gain about 2, maybe 3 yards. Second down and 8. Chandler Jones there on the tackle.
Defense has got to get one stop.
Come on.
Stop.
Let's go. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. What the heck was that? Second and 8, caught. Keenan Allen, third and 1, though.
It's third down.
Colts signed Kenyon Drake. Chuck said we need to go live. Third and 1. So the first time Raiders ever got crazy. Handoff. Eckler, he's short. Fourth down, fourth and Chugs. Oh! John Borelli. All right, Borelli. The way that I'll end today's show.
Wow.
Back-to-back boot race. Do you got it in you, Rolly?
Me? Oh, it's a back-to-back boot race at the end?
See, I'll do my best. I'm looking for the Borelli right now. Where's my Borelli jersey? Borelli, what? Oh, there it is. What am I doing? Got to get the Borelli on. Holy effing shit, man. Holy effing shit. Honestly, the Borelli jersey, did you wear it last time?
No, I was wearing Tri-Van.
Oh, Trace wore it. It smells like beer.
I don't know where you're going to go with that. I was a little nervous.
No, I double and triple checked to make sure there was no puke on it. Oh, man. I'm getting warm, though. I got
3 jerseys on?
I got 3 jerseys and my T-shirt on right now. I'm getting thick. There's going to be somebody that watches that news and rumors. They're going to be like, bro, Mitch has been hitting the gym.
Yoked.
Borelli. That's some legendary shit right there, man.
So what's the plan here, Mitch?
Race and back-to-back boots for Mitch. All right, so here's what we're going to do. First boot is a race.
Between me and you.
Between you and me. And then I got to do it then the next one right back. Here's the deal that I'm going to put out there.
Okay. I'm all yours.
If I do 2 boots before you do 1 boot, you owe me another boot.
I think there's a high possibility of that being the case, too.
Really?
You know I'm not a good boot drinker.
Yeah, I know, but it'd be my 4th and 5th.
What?
Like, they're not going to go. Like, if it was my 1st and 2nd, I think I could do it in under a minute.
What I think would be a very fair race.
I'm listening.
You do 2 boots.
Okay.
And I go 1 boot into a Merbanga.
All right, how about this?
Okay.
I'm a negotiator here. You guys can negotiate with us.
You're a master negotiator.
I'm a master negotiator.
Okay.
I'll do 2 boots no matter what.
Okay.
I bet you I can do 2 boots quicker than you and Seeps can do 2 boots.
So relay race.
It's a relay race.
Seeps, you win?
See, I don't know. See, Seeps is a little flaky. He's probably got to get groceries after this. Seeps, here's the deal. Hop in here real quick.
You and I versus Mitch.
You and your sandals. You
wore sandals today?
Rocket Power Shoebie status here. All right, here's the deal. We're going to end today's show with 2 boots. I'm going to do them back to back. I can do 2 boots quicker than you and Rolly each do 1 boot.
So it's a relay race.
So you guys are a team against me.
Dude, I'm slow.
Let me go first then on the boot.
You want me to be the anchor? That seems like a bad idea.
You guys in?
Well, because if I beat him on the first one,
Uh-huh.
or if even we just tie, you should be able to handle it.
I can't though because I am slow.
Or you want to go first?
I see what your reasoning is because it's going to take him longer on the second one.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I think that's actually the good strategy. So I'm just going to have to get on my horse.
Yeah. We got a deal?
Yeah, we got a deal.
Hey, good luck. Good luck to you guys.
We're going to do that at the end of the show?
End of the show. Hey, good luck to y'all. Good luck to y'all. All right, that's the deal. Borelli set it up. If you guys want to get other people in on the relay race, we'll make some more deals. We'll make some more deals.
We do have a game to get back to.
Yes, we do. And news and rumors.
And we are in like the crunch time of this game. Like this
This is a great game.
is a great game. Good
Yeah.
job, Chugs.
It's a great game. 4th and inches, and they're going for it.
Get that stop, Raiders!
I don't know why the Raiders don't have everybody on the line.
Oh my God.
That was too easy.
A 8-yard run on a 9-yard fullback dive.
By who? Horvath?
Yeah, I don't. That's not a real person.
Tell me who Horvath. What's Horvath's first name?
Grant.
Borelli said get Trizzy in there. Trizzy's producing right now. Like in terms of people available for boots out there,
It would just be me and Seeps.
it's slim picking. It's no one. Slim picking, man. How much for a skin jersey with my name on the chest?
What jersey?
A skin jersey. Jake, I'll make you a deal right now. Jake Girls Dad Peters. $100 super chat. I'll write Jake Girls Dad Peters on my chest.
That's what he meant.
Which some of y'all might. And we're going to the pool today after work. At least I hope I make it there. And I live in an apartment complex. There's going to be a bunch of people there. Which the last time I went to a pool the last time when I invited all y'all over for pool basketball, I had David Zahn tramp stamp on my back. I don't know if you remember that.
Do not remember.
Yeah, I had David Zahn written on the back of my lower back getting in the pool until somebody was like, yo, you got something on your back. 2nd and 8, ball at the 44. Herbert looks, throws, open, caught, out of bounds, ball at the 30-yard line. Come on. 480 people watching. We got 402 likes. We're ending the show with 2 boots. I don't know what's going on over there at Niners.
Studio C Niners is doing something crazy.
I'll tell you this. I hope you guys are ready to battle next week. Our Niners
Is
channel
that
over
week
there,
1 preseason?
they've been talking hella shit. Niners over there talking hella shit. I hope you guys bring your A game next weekend. Raiders, Niners.
You okay over there, Mitch?
Yeah, just got to clear some room. Ball to 31. I can make myself hiccup. 1st down and 10. Throws. Caught. 1st down, Everett. Ball at the 18-yard line. 1st down, Chargers. Come on, Raiders. Get a frickin' stop.
One stop. One stop is all it takes.
See, I'm getting nervous because Brandon Jasper's getting close.
What does that mean?
Well, he picked 24-21.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what you mean. Though somebody did say 27-20. I don't see why the Chargers wouldn't go for 2.
Touchdown with no time on the clock for the Raiders.
Oh, boy. Here we go. First down and 10. Chargers. Ball at the 17-yard line. Herbert drops back, sets up a screen.
Yeah.
Nate Hobbs all over it. Nate Hobbs is all over it, man.
Read it like a book.
Queen Sarah Auto, get some vibes in there. Come on. Get those vibes going in the chat. Second down and 10. Herbert. Shotgun. Looking. Raiders bring 3. Herbert throws short. Caught. It's going to be first down and goal and the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Dude, this is going to go to overtime.
Listen, if the Raiders are just able to get a stop on the... What are they doing? He's wide open in the slot.
Oh, my Lord. And they ran it.
And it still worked.
That's a joke. That's Madden at its finest. Austin, they were so confident in Eckler being able to score because he's a cheat code in this game that they said, you know what? I don't care that he's wide open.
Oh,
imagine seeing that in a real-life game in the biggest spot of the game. You're just like, I'm okay. Handoff.
2-on-1 on the outside. Nope, we're going to run into a 10-man box.
We're going to run it. Yeah, McDaniels, that's just shambles right
But all
there.
that matters is that the Raiders get 1 stop on the 2-point conversion and 1 first down and the game's over.
21-19, 3 timeouts left.
Come on, Raiders!
I mean, do you run it here? Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Herbert looks, throws. He missed it. Oh, my Lord, he missed it. He had him. He had him. I think he threw it too hard. Incomplete, 21-19. Wow, that's huge. 12 plays, 76 yards. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
All it takes is 1 first down, and the Raiders are getting a massive victory.
Holy shit. Come on, Raiders. Do you kick the onside kick or do you kick it away? I kick it away.
3 TOs? Guess.
I mean,
I don't know.
If you kick an onside kick, see, my fear would be you do an onside kick. Again, I'm thinking Madden terms here.
Okay, if you're thinking Madden terms, yeah, it looks like they're going to kick it away.
I feel like onside kick in Madden, nearly impossible. But
Yeah.
also, Madden terms, you recover that for the Raiders,
Field goal range.
you're in field goal range. I think here, if they can get a stop, I mean, you pick up 1 first down, this game's over.
Yeah. What would you do in real life, though? I'd probably onside kick in real life.
In real life,
Because here's my thing, like, if you get the 3 stop, you get the ball back anyway.
yeah.
Sure, you'll have longer field to go, but it gives you more technical opportunities to get the ball back.
I guess I probably would still kick it, and the only reason why I say that is because I would hope that my defense could get a stop, short range, set myself up for a field goal in the win. Handoff, Jacobs. He's going to go down, 2nd down and 10. The other reason why I kick it away in Madden, because you can't run the ball in this game.
It's funny you say that because when you play...
Do you run the ball in Madden?
I don't, but
Okay.
if you were to play someone one-on-one, like actually playing the game, not simming it, you can run the ball so easily.
Oh, see, I can't. I don't think you can. I think it's so much easier to pass.
It's more fun to pass, but I think it's actually more effective if you just run the rock.
2nd down and 10, Garoppolo. This game, I mean, this is going to be an interesting game. Fake end around, I hate it.
Oh,
That took way too long to develop. It's 3rd down and 9.
This is not.
So now what do?
You have to pass
I agree.
because you have to try to end the game. You get 10 yards right here, the game's over, going home with a victory.
I mean, this is a disaster. What do you guys do? Do you pass or run? Type P for pass, or do you run the football?
They're in the shotgun.
No, that doesn't mean anything. Garoppolo, shotgun, 2 to the left, going to pass. Looking, open, caught, first down Raiders.
Raiders!
F the Chargers, FLAC's in the chat. I want to see nothing but FLAC's in the chat. What a game for Jacobs, 5 for 64. Good vibes only. Don't push that. Update the score. 21-19 is the score. First down at 10. And that's going to do it. You love to see it. Can I get some just one babies? Can I get some just one babies down in the chat? Also, friendly reminder, we are doing a jersey giveaway today. Borelli, if you want, give me 2 names to put on the wheel for a Raiders Report jersey giveaway. Give me 2 names. We'll throw them up on the wheel.
Oh, God. Why are they running it?
What are they doing?
They took a knee on first down and then ran it on second down.
What are you doing, McDaniels? That's the most McDaniels thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, my God.
Your camera's off. Oh, hold on. This is what I'm looking at. There he is. All about the vibes, Jeremy Chugs.
There is no life behind those eyes.
Yeah, are you all right? Where are you at right now? Oh, he's sleepwalking. Everybody spam Chugs right now. What'd you say?
40 vibes.
40 vibes for a boot. You got yourself a deal. All right, Chugs wants 40 vibes for a boot. Get some sleep, drink some water. Peace out, Chugs. Oh, man. Most importantly, though, the Raiders got to win. The Raiders got to win. The Raiders got to win. We got 600 people watching right now. Show some love to Jeremy Chugs. Spam Chugs right now down in the chat. That was a big win, man, against the Chargers. You're able to split that rivalry, but most importantly, now in the Madden season, Raiders go to 8-6. Chargers also go to 8-6. So I got to look at the tiebreakers, but it's going to be interesting. Raider Muerte put in a vibe.
There's one.
We got one. We got 39 more to go. That's insane. It's insane. Robert Jansen, I don't know why. I don't think anybody knows why they were still playing. Kind of weird, to be honest, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. 39 more to go. And that'll be another boot. You're probably going to have to do that one, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got back-to-backers. But here's the thing. We got a boot race, me against Rolly and Seeps.
It's going to be a tight race.
I'll tell you this right now. I'm going to push myself.
What do you think the betting odds are? I say you're minus 125. We're plus 150.
You think you guys are the underdogs?
Yes. Dude,
How are you not the favorite?
I suck at boots.
This is 4 and 5, right?
4 and 5.
He's been doing them fast all day.
How many have you done?
Today?
Yeah.
That'd be my first.
Rolly, we're not losing.
We got it. Vibrator! Jeremy Chugs, 37 more vibes to go. Oh, man. That's funny. How about them boot races? Oh, we got some boot races, man. Don't you worry. Here's the thing, though. We got some news and rumors coming up here in just a little bit.
Is there anything that we have to add?
No.
Okay.
Nothing to add. I'll say this, though. I got to take a leak. However, because I have 2 more boots to do, I'm just going to tell you all right now, I'm not taking any shots. I don't think I'd be able to do 5 boots with all the shots. So if you guys want to play shot clock, that's up to you.
I'll play it.
But you're taking the shots.
Yeah, I'll play.
Okay. I'll be right back. I got to go take a leak.
All right, so while Mitch is gone, before we get into our next segment about what is the latest happenings around Raiders training camp, continue to send in the vibe stickers, because if we get to 0 and we're counting it down, we will add another boot to the resume that I will be doing. We have currently 36 left. But also, while Mitch is gone, you know what? Let's get wild. Every $5 super chat from here on until Mitch comes back, I am taking a shot of Fireball. So every $5, I'll be taking a shot, and we'll continue to count down to potentially adding another boot as Darth Raiders gets it in to make it 35. Now, that is where we stand. And it is for Super Chat. Shout out Darth Raiders. Are we going to be able to get to 35 vibe stickers? Team effort. Also, while Mitch is gone, every $5 Super Chat is a shot for me. There's Brandon Jasper saying, rules for Rolly, here's 2 shots. Who am I to disagree with Brandon Jasper? So there's 2 shots for me. Let me load these up here. Numero uno. Ugh. Numero dos. Oh, Sprint 86. Ugh. Wow. I saw someone describe Fireball as a lot at first, but it makes you warm and fuzzy on the inside after. Couldn't think of a better way to describe Fireball. Sprint 86 adds a 3rd shot to the list here. Oh, boy. Seeps, do you actually think we're going to win? How fast can you do a boot? Oh, you're quick? I didn't know you were quick. All right, I feel better now. I take about 35, 40 seconds. All right, 3 shots for me down the hatch. Mitch is officially back. Oh, Tri-Van beats the buzzer. And I'll be doing that.
Bang, bang.
I'll do 4 more here before we get into our last segment of the day.
4 more? What kind of deal did you make?
Said every $5. All right, Sprint. I guess we'll count it. Sprint's the last one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, man, some crazy shit. I do want to add something to the news and rumors part.
All right.
If you could. Yeah, I'm just going to add. I just need a bio. If you could.
Holy shit.
What?
It's Fireball shots.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like every single time.
This is number 4, I believe.
4?
Out of that list.
I believe in you. Brandon Jasper is getting in on the good vibes. I need a Thayer Munford player bio, and then we should be good.
Make that here in a second.
It's going to be interesting. This is going to be an interesting show. The Big Valbowski. Hearing anything good about Sincere McCormick, dark horse. Love his running style. Raiders, por vida. Yes, I have heard a lot of good things actually about Sincere. In terms of running back before the pads went on, not a lot of attention towards him. In fact, most of the attention was going actually towards Amir Abdullah. But now since the pads have come on, Sincere has really shown out. Zamir White has really shown out. From what I understand, Brandon Bolden's going to make more of an impact on special teams. As much as I want the Raiders to move on from Bolden, sounds like that he's going to be making this roster, so a little bit of a frustrating thing there. However, Sincere's look good. I mean, I believe right now, like, if you were to look at talent for talent, Sincere McCormick is a better running back than Britton Brown. Talent for talent. Sincere probably doesn't have as much ability in special teams like Bolden probably does. But if the Raiders keep Britton Brown over McCormick, I think they're literally just doing it because they drafted one of them and then they signed the other as a UDFA. McCormick, from a talent standpoint, is better than Brown. And I'm hoping that the Raiders see that and they give him his opportunity. However, last year the Raiders kept, I want to say, 5 overall running backs and a fullback. That doesn't make a lot of sense for me. Like, if you're going to end up figuring out a way to get Jacobs. It's going to be Jacobs. It's going to be Zamir White. You're going to keep Jacob Johnson again. Sounds like you're going to keep Brandon Bolden and then Amir Abdullah. Like, those would be the backs that I end up keeping if you got to keep Bolden. If it was up to me, I'm ditching Bolden. I'm saving over $2 million, and I would keep Sincere McCormick instead. But, hey, we'll see what this organization ends up doing. Who? Munford? Barely. How about, I'm trying to think here, 7th round pick in 2021? Or 2022? Yeah. Do that. That's fine. All right, y'all, we got 350 people watching coming up next year on the Raiders Report. I'm going to get into some injury news and insights, if you will, around Tyree Wilson. We're going to talk a little bit about Byron Young because one of the guys is on the NFI list, the other guy's on the PUP list, and I want to be able to explain those a little bit better and lay out exactly when they could potentially return to playing for the Raiders. On top of that, more training camp news and notes from today. Because the Raiders defense, yet again, looked great. A lot of interceptions today, a lot of turnovers. Garoppolo threw 2 of them, and he's thrown quite a bit of interceptions in training camp thus far. But, I mean, realistically, like, I think the Raiders defense has been playing a lot better than what people originally expected. There's no doubt about that. After we get into the latest news and rumors, we will then do a wheel spin to figure out who wins the David Zahn jersey. If you don't already know, we're doing a David Zahn jersey giveaway. So I got right now on a Borelli, a Trivan, and a Patrick B jersey on. If you want me to rock your jersey here on the Raiders Report, there's 2 ways that you can do it. One, you just flat out get your own $500 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. The second way that you can do it is you can send in a $20 super chat right now for a chance to win. I don't know how many we got right now. We got 12. 12 in there. We'll see, man. We'll see. Yes. 2 boots after all of this as well. The way that we're going to end today's show is the boot relay race. Which, now that I think about it, I got to beat Seeps. Well, if I don't throw up, I win. If I do 5 boots and I don't throw up, I win.
Yeah, well then 5.1.
Yeah, but I can't throw up. So if I do 5 boots and I don't throw up, I beat Seeps.
I say so.
I think so. I think so.
I'm telling you, throwing up, it either not throwing up or throwing up. It takes 1 away from you if you throw up. If you don't throw up, it adds 1.
I mean, when we used to do, like, the times for, like, boot rate, like, how quick you get a boot down, if you spilled, it was a penalty.
Yeah. I mean, throwing up, that just adds so much more wiggle room for you.
I agree. I'm glad we agree, Rolly. Glad we're on the same page here. All right, y'all, the way that this show is going to go, I got some more news and rumors, and then after that, we'll have a little bit more fun, but we probably are going to get out of here in about 40 minutes from now. I got to get home a little bit earlier today. Unfortunately, I got to take out Chuck. So Alex usually is home, but she's not home today. She's doing some extra work. So I got to get home so Chuck doesn't do something on my carpet. I think we can all agree with that. All right, coming up right now, Raiders news, rumors. Mitch randomly picked 2 to put on the wheel. All right, I told Borelli he could. So I'm going to pick 2 people right now. How about this? If you want to be placed on the Raiders Report wheel for a chance to win your very own Raiders Report jersey, spam me right now. Or Borelli. You know what? Spam Borelli. Spam John Borelli for a chance to get on there. I think Queen Serrato might already be on there. Queen's not on there? Okay. We got Curl, Queen, Jeffrey, Vic, Cruiser, Dinah, Primo, Tyler, Sean, Martin, Steel Cage, Luis, Primo. All right, here we go. I'm going to close my eyes, and whoever it lands on. So get the me's, get the Borellis going in the chat. Get the me's, get the Borellis going in the chat. Name is, all right, first one, Luis Rodriguez. Second name was DVal35. DVal35. And appreciate all y'all participating and playing. What is Niners at right now? Dude, they're going nuts over there. All right, here we go. I hear Niners getting rowdy. They've been talking a lot of shit, y'all. I hope you guys bring your A game for next preseason against Raiders-Niners. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good. Here we go. Here we go. Coming up right now, some injury news and then the latest around Raiders training camp. Coming up right now here on the Raiders Report. Misfire? You want to try it again? All right, here we go. We're going to try it again. Coming up right now here on the Raiders Report, news, rumors around training camp, and some injury updates. Coming up right now here on the Raiders Report. Raider Nation, what's going on? Today's show presented by Manscaped. And if you want your girl to take down your corn cob the long way, then go on over to manscaped.com. Use code Raiders for 20% off, and you're going to be able to get free shipping on the best male grooming products out there. So coming up here, what we're going to be talking about is Raiders training camp news that happened today. In terms of like a Cliff Notes version is what we're going to be breaking down. We're also going to be looking at some recent Raiders player workouts because the names are, I don't even know if they're real people, if I'm being 100% honest. And we're also going to look at some injury updates around Tyree Wilson and Byron Young. The players that did not practice on Friday, Jacobs obviously is not there, but then also you got your defensive tackles and Byron Young and Farrell Jr. You got your cornerbacks, Duke Shelley, David Long Jr., Brandon Facyson, and then also Tyree Wilson, which is where we are going to go with this show. So the latest report around the Raiders' number 7 overall pick from the 2023 NFL Draft is Wilson is day-to-day. And I was told by a source today that the Raiders are hoping that he can practice soon. Let me just say this right now. Wilson is working extremely hard to get back out onto the field. And I actually think if it was up to Wilson, he would be on the Raiders' practice field a lot sooner rather than later. But what this Raiders training staff is doing is very similar to what they did with Jimmy Garoppolo and what they are doing with Garoppolo. They're not going to rush him back. It's not going to happen. Garoppolo right now is on a pitch count. Tyree Wilson will be put on a pitch count. I don't plan on seeing Wilson playing at all in the preseason because they don't want to risk it. They know that he's an incredible player. They know that he's an incredible athlete. And when he's out there onto the field, guess what? He's got a chance to actually make some big-time plays. So as it stands right now, Tyree Wilson is on the NFI list because the injury that he sustained was with Texas Tech back in early November, and it did not happen at Raiders training camp, Raiders practice, nothing during the OTAs. So when a player gets put on the NFI list, it means that the injury didn't happen with the team. When you get put on the PUP list, that means that the injury ended up happening when you were doing something Raiders related. So I do think it's important to know around Tyree that he is still on the NFI list, and if he is still on that list after the final roster cutdown date, which is August 29th, friendly reminder that this year, the Raiders go from 90, you got to cut your roster down to 53 on August 29th. Last season was a little different. They went 90 to 85, 85 to 80, and then you went 80 all the way down to 53. So it is a little bit different. If Wilson is still essentially has to be put on that list, he's going to miss the first 4 games, which is the Broncos, the Bills, the Steelers, and the Los Angeles Chargers. So if this is maybe the first time you've ever tuned in to the Raiders Report, this is a friendly reminder that we are an interactive YouTube channel, and I want to know what you guys have to say. So will Tyree Wilson be ready for week 1? I want you to type your Y for yes, or I want you to go down in the comment section right now and type your N for no. My answer is yes. I do actually believe that Wilson will be available for the Raiders week 1, but I think that he's going to be on a pitch count. This is an organization that doesn't want to have their number 7 overall pick missing the first week. They don't want to have to put him on the PUP list where he's going to miss the very first 4 games of the year. That's not the idea that they originally had. I get that things can go different ways, but right now, as it stands, I would say that there is a 75% chance that Wilson's going to be available to all of us week 1, and 25% chance that he does end up missing the first 4 games. If he has a setback, that's really unfortunate, but when you're the athlete that Tyree is, and when you're working the way that he is and the Raiders have a plan to not rush you back, I do think that he's going to be ready to go week 1 against the Denver Broncos. To make sure that you guys are always scoring when you get to the red zone, Manscaped is here to hook you up with the performance package. So usually it's $129.99, but if you go to manscaped.com, use code Raiders, you can get it for $103.99. What comes in the performance package? Glad you asked. You get ball toner and ball deodorant, which if it's hot where you're living right now, 2 products that you absolutely need. If you use deodorant underneath your arms and if you spray cologne before you go out, why would you not do the exact same thing with your nutsack? If you got some weird hairs growing around your nose, maybe they're growing around your ears, that's where the Weed Whacker 4.0 steps in. And then the Lawnmower 4.0 can make sure that your body is looking just squeaky clean, but most importantly, your main tool is ready to rock and roll. I also have the most comfortable boxers on the market. I recommend Manscaped to any man out there. If you're a woman that's watching the show right now, and you don't got to be honest with me, but I do think you can be honest with that significant other of yours and say, honestly, man, you got to change it up down there a little bit. And here's what we're trying to do. Hook up the entire nation. So go to manscaped.com, code Raiders, 20% off and free shipping. All right, so I'll get into the latest around the Raiders' third round pick, number 70 overall from Alabama. It's Byron Young. And just like Tyree Wilson, he is day-to-day. So the Raiders placed Young on the PUP list on July 21st, which the Raiders, their rookies, reported the training camp on July 20th. I don't plan on seeing him August 13th when the Raiders have their very first preseason game against the San Francisco 49ers. I will continue to monitor it. The frustrating / unfortunate part about the Raiders from what I do standpoint is McDaniels and Ziegler, they don't really put out a lot of information on injuries. They never have, never will. Neither did the Patriots. From a fan standpoint of me rooting for the Raiders, I like the idea that McDaniels and Ziegler never show their hand because they don't want their opponent to know what to expect. I get it's a preseason game, but the Raiders went 4-0 last season in the preseason, and I'm hoping that they come out motivated yet again and are able to come away with another 3 wins, which we'll be live for, by the way. So hopefully you're tuned in and watching our watch parties here because they're going to be absolutely electric. Make sure you subscribe. All right, if you want to know the difference between NFI and then the PUP list, I do think this is important to know. So with the PUP list, there's active and then non-active. If you're on the active PUP list, which right now is what Byron Young is, players are placed on this list during training camp and count towards a team's 90-man roster. Players can be removed from the list at any time during camp, but can't be placed back on the list. Players on the list as of the final roster cutdowns must be placed on the reserve PUP, released, traded, or counted against the 53-man roster. So that's the active PUP. Here's the reserve PUP list, which is what we essentially don't want for Byron Young. Teams must decide by the 53-man roster cutdown deadline, August 29th this season, whether to place a player on this list. Players placed on this list at the time must miss at least the first 4 games. Unlike in the past, players can be activated immediately after such time has elapsed. So essentially, all I wanted to do there is get into the latest around Byron Young, the latest around Tyree Wilson, because minus Garoppolo, Devontae, and some of the bigger name guys, not saying that Tyree and Byron aren't big name guys, the top people that I get questions about on Twitter, IG at Mitchell Renz 365, are those 2 rookies that we are hoping and counting on to be able to deliver for this Raiders defense. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, the Silver and Black worked out 6 players yesterday, and I take a lot of pride in what I do here. I take a lot of pride in knowing players, the breakdowns, who they are, what they can bring to the team. But the 6 names that the Raiders brought in yesterday, they could work at State Farm. They could work at the Dollar Tree. I don't know where they work. They don't sound like NFL players to me. So if you want to be able to support the show, here are 3 ways to do it. I understand that not every single person can send in a super chat like John Borelli. I get that not every single person can send in a super chat like Trivan. I get that not every single person can send in a super chat like Patrick B. But free ways to support the show: like the video, comment on everything we do, subscribe. And if you are subscribed, share the show and tell people, hey, this guy's halfway decent. Tune in and watch. So the 6 players that the Raiders worked out, the first player, and not in any particular order, Davis Cheek, played quarterback for New Orleans Breakers and the USFL. So they worked out a quarterback. Awesome. Next player that they worked out, Malik Flowers, who had an NCAA record for 7 kickoff return touchdowns in his career. A pretty explosive player overall. We'll see where he ends up fitting if he does end up signing with the Raiders. Bailey Gaither, in his career in college football, 135 catches, over 2,000 yards, and 18 catches. So you got a quarterback, a special teams player, and now you got a wide receiver. Well, then you got Jarrett. I'm not going to pronounce his last name because it sounds like Guantanamo Bay. In his career at quarterback, over 6,000 passing yards, 38 touchdowns, and 32 starts. Justin Marshall, another receiver, spent some time, I believe, with the Atlanta Falcons last season at least. NCAA career, over 100 catches, 10 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. And then I thought he played only on SNL, but Keytaon Thompson, 139 grabs and 5 touchdowns. The bottom line is this: I'm not going to sit up here and say I know a lot about those players, because in fact, I don't. And I'm never going to lie to all y'all. But those are the 6 players that the Raiders ended up bringing in for workouts. Coming up next here on the show, training camp news from today. Today was an interesting day from practice in terms of what the Raiders were trying to execute. And early on at practice, Garoppolo was really sharp in the short game. And that's what you're seeing. When the Raiders are running like their screens, you're going to see a lot of screens this year. You're going to see a lot of pre-snap motion. Garoppolo from 10 yards in looks like he's got it down. And I get it. He's working off some rust. It's early in the offseason, all that. He did throw 2 interceptions today. The defense continues to look like it's a pretty damn good defense right now in terms of their tenaciousness. I don't know if that's a word. But Garoppolo, short game, A-OK. Has shown, though, at times that he's not afraid to turn over the football. Another guy who continues to look really good is Trey Tucker. I am really curious to see what he looks like in the regular season. I don't anticipate McDaniels to show a lot during the preseason, but Tucker, drafted at number 100 overall, was involved in the Darren Waller pick. He's going to be a great gadget player. And I laugh a little bit because my guy Graphic today on the show that he did said Cheetah 2.0. He's not Tyreek Hill. Let's just get that thing straight. But the way that the Chiefs, and even the way that the Dolphins use Tyreek with the pre-snap motion, trying to figure out where each guy is, I anticipate the Raiders using that, because you might not think Tucker's a great receiver, but he is a very good athlete. And that quick twitchness is going to help out the Raiders a lot this upcoming season. So here's my question to you. Let's play a little bit of a game here. How many touches will Trey Tucker have on offense this upcoming season? I'm not talking about special teams. Touches or catches and carries. Where do you think he ends up ranking at the end of the season with the Raiders? Trey Tucker, touches on offense. The number that I'm going to come across here is 60. I'm going to go with 60 touches for Trey Tucker, and I think that he gets more carries than he does receptions. I just think that the way that the Raiders are really going to try to get him involved in the offense, and 60 might be a lot. Let's go 50. 50 is probably more of an accurate number. 25, somewhere in that number. Carries, receptions for Trey Tucker this upcoming season. The next thing that we're going to be looking at here is more of an update, and Amik Robertson really took advantage of practice today. He just shows that he's just out there battling for his job, which I already knew Amik had that dog in him. But now that he already knows that his job is on the line, he's taking it to another level. With Duke Shelley being out, with Brandon Facyson dealing with an injury, with also David Long Jr. missing practice today, the more and more the coaching staff looks at Amik, they know this. He's going to go out there and he's going to battle. He's going to compete, which is what this coaching staff wants to see. Sam Webb, another good day for him as well, taking advantage of some of these players who weren't out there at practice today. I know Marcus Peters dropped an interception, which obviously stinks. But if I'm a guy like Sam Webb, I'm looking at every opportunity that I could potentially make to try to make this team, and Sam Webb's taking advantage of it. The problem is I don't know if he's going to be able to actually make the roster. Another very good practice today for Isaiah Polameo. I talked about him yesterday. I know the Raiders worked out Ronnie Harrison, but I said I would rather keep Polameo because of his ability to cover. He had another interception today. He continues to show his athletic ability, but he's getting better and better and better. I'm telling you what, sneaky, sneaky guy this upcoming season. And then Trevon Merrick, which I heard that he had a really nice interception, though if it would have went under review, according to a source of mine, he was like, he caught the pick, but I don't know if he actually got both of his feet in bound. It's training camp. I'm going to give the nod to Merrick and say that he ended up getting it, even though I wasn't there. Bottom line, though, is there was a lot of concentration around Merrick being able to pick up Patrick Graham's defense. It looks like he's getting it together. And then let's talk about a little bit about Thayer Munford. The latest reports around Munford are he's really pushing for the starting right tackle spot. He was drafted in the 7th round back in 2022 out of Ohio State, and I know that Carmen Brasillo likes him a lot. Munford had some opportunities last season to play a little bit. He got some reps in the preseason. If Munford has a good preseason, he's going to be your starting right tackle, and then they're going to kick Jermaine Illuminor in at right guard. Illuminor has played guard before. When I interviewed him here on the Raiders Report, he literally said that he would tell the Raiders basically to shove it if he was to play right guard. I think he just wanted to be a tackle because he knows that there's more money available in that. But I also know Jermaine is a human being, and he wants the Raiders to win. And if him playing right guard helps the Raiders to win the most, that's what he's going to try to do. So if Munford has a good preseason, your starting offensive line week 1 against the Denver Broncos is going to be Colt Miller at left tackle. Left guard is going to be Dylan Parham, Andre James at center, Jermaine Illuminor at right guard, then Thayer Munford at right tackle. If I missed anything else, I'll do my best to keep you guys up to date on social media. I saw that Robert Spillane had an interception. I saw Jacorian Bennett had an interception today. And overall, this Raiders defense continues to fly all over the field. And the big thing that Graham continuously is preaching is, let's create turnovers. And it sounds like they're creating some turnovers. A few more notes here that I do want to hit on real quick here. Michael Mayer had a solid practice. Brian Hoyer had a solid practice. And then Zamir White caught the football for a touchdown. So they're using Zamir in some red zone opportunities. If I'm Josh Jacobs, I get what he's trying to do, but the more and more looks at this organization's getting with Zamir White and some of these other running backs, Jacobs might have less and less numbers. And if Jacobs is really trying to get paid next season, because that's what he's going to try to do, he needs to get his butt at training camp, because the more these other guys get work, I think it's going to cut into his workload during the regular season. Super Chat time, Sprint 86, add me to the wheel, first day of Super Chatting, and Raiders Sprint. Cheers to you, my guy. I'll take a sip, but I got 2 boots coming up here.
Oh, yeah, Seeps. If you want to start getting your own boot ready, go ahead.
Get your boot ready. He's got his boot.
I got a boot.
Can you get me a boot too? Seeps, whatever you're drinking, I'll drink. He's got one.
I got to go take
Rolly's
a piss.
nervous. Jordan collects, do you still hate Josh McDaniels like you said?
I wasn't nervous.
I don't like McDaniels. Like, to me, until McDaniels actually wins football games, I will not like him because of everything that happened last season, because of the things that happened in the past. I am rooting for the Raiders, and I am rooting for Josh McDaniels. There is nothing more that I want to say that I was wrong, that McDaniels was the right hire. But until we win football games, I am still not a believer in McDaniels. That's a cold, hard fact. Aggressive Master Raider, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Aggressive Master Raider, I don't know what testing out your 1s and 2s are, but it's kind of an interesting thing. There's no doubt about it. Ryan Brown, unpopular opinion, the Raiders will rescind the franchise tag offer for Josh Jacobs. That is a very unpopular opinion. I don't know why you would do that. What, you just let him hit the open market? You don't get anything for him? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I get the idea that the Raiders don't want to have to pay him. Cheers to you, by the way. But what, you rescind the tag and then what? Like, if the Raiders let Jacobs go after the season that he had and you get 0 for him, I mean, that's just a fail on so many levels, right? Like, if I'm McDaniels and Ziegler, I can't think about the idea that I only got a 3rd-round pick for Darren Waller, which we'll see how that ends up turning out. You didn't get anything for Derek Carr, and now you're not going to get anything for Josh Jacobs. I can't see how that's a possibility, and if it is, man, that's rough. Sprint, shout out to the nation, Raider Nation. I'll tell you what, Sprint 86 pulling up today, and he's feeling pretty damn good. Primo, yes, I mean, you can trade him, but you have to trade him now. If you rescind the tag, then he's not on the roster. So that's totally different. What? I mean, if you just got to steal a boot from somebody, you just got to take one. All right, I think without further ado, final opportunity to get in on the wheel. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Every $20 super chat that we get, your name's on here, and you have a chance to get a jersey that's featured right here. So I'm rocking a Borelli. I got my Patrick B on underneath it. And then I also have my Tri-Van underneath this one. $500 Venmo. You can just have your own jersey. Or if you want to enter this raffle courtesy of Mount Raidermore legend David Zahn, then hey, here's what you got to do. $20 super chat to be featured. We've been live now for almost 3 hours. We're going to do a dual-wheeled boot race, and I'm going to push it. I'm going to go for it.
I got to be honest. If you win, that would be one of the most impressive feats here in Chat Sports history.
I'm going to really push. I don't like losing.
Jasper with a $2 super chat. McClown and Ziegler safe for now. Chugs is first.
Brandon, we at least got the win, though. If the Chargers would have won that game,
I'll say this. I'm also glad the Raiders won for personal reasons, because if I were to be 0-2 on Madden Sims as a producer, I don't think I'd ever be allowed back.
good vibes, Rolly.
Yeah, good vibes.
Good vibes, Rolly. Primo, I appreciate that. 400 people tuned in. We are getting ready to wrap up the show, but we still got a jersey giveaway to do, and then we got a boot race. We'll see.
I'm nervous.
We'll see. All right, here we go. Aggressive Mass Raider couldn't super chat since Tuesday. Was testing it out. It's all good, Aggressive. I appreciate it. All right, the time is up, which means it's time to spin that wheel. You ready?
I'm ready.
Nation, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Who's going to win it?
I'm nervous.
Who's going to win?
Oh!
Jose Delgado! Batting cleanup for the Mets.
Shout out to Jose
Delgado.
Originally got his super chat. It sent a $50 super chat. He sent it in to make you do a boot earlier, I believe. Because it was Patrick B, Brandon Jasper lost LA, and then Jose came in a little bit later.
Jose, you are the winner. Jose, if you could, real quick in the chat, tell me the number you want, but put 5 numbers in. Rank the number. So the first number you put is the one you want the most. 5 numbers. That way I know which one you want, what color you want it, and then what you want on the jersey. Only 10 characters. So you could put Delgado on it. You could put Jose D. You could put J Delgado. You could put whatever you want. You just got to let me know. Congratulations to Jose. That's awesome, man. Congrats to Jose Delgado. Good for you, man. Good for you. You nervous? You're not nervous. See, I got nothing to lose. See, Rolly, I don't think he's got it today. I think he's a little scared. I don't know, man. That's what she said. I need the best 30 seconds of your life, Rolly. Jose, what do you got for me? Put it in the chat. And then the final thing that we have to do today, y'all, is we got a back-to-back boot race. So I said I'm doing 5 boots today, and I'm going to do 5 boots today. However, so which one's mine out of those? I appreciate that. Cool, cool. All right, so it looks like I got a Truly boot over here. It looks like Seeps and I are doing Happy Dad boots. And then Rolly's got... I think he's got Happy Dad, Truly. I have no idea what's in there. Rolly made that himself, so that's on him, man. That's on him. All right. Jake Girl Dad Peter says put Dad Delgado. I don't know if that fits. Mitch's dad on a jersey, saving it for the jersey win one of these days. Mitch's dad. You probably could. He's ready? All right, here. You hop on screen real quick. Let me go pee. If you get to empty the tank, I get to empty the tank. Yeah, you got it.
Long zone. Long zone.
No, Mitch isn't going to pull the trigger. Listen, I don't want to diss my boy Mitch, but if I were to stand where he is, look at how the camera is. I got no cranium. Dropping bars. Call me vibranium. Ooh! So I'll stand back here a little bit, get a little creeping down. I know David Zahn, Mitch was telling me that Zahn is traveling right now, so he's likely not in the chat, which is okay. He's one of the biggest legends in Raiders Report history, but I am wearing the Long Zahn jersey, so if Zahn happens to be tuned in right now and sends in a $100 super chat, I would have to do an extra boot, but we'll see if that ends up happening. I'll ask you guys, though, while Mitch is going to the bathroom taking a leak, who do you got in this boot race? Is it going to be Mitch or is it going to be Rolly and Seeps? If you think Mitch is going to win, type M. If you think Rolly and Seeps are going to win, type RS. Who you got? Yes, I know we discussed that. We discussed this. You know, Primo, that means a lot. That means a lot out of you. But everyone's going with Mitch, which, to be honest, I know Seeps is going to think we're going to win. If I had to pick someone to win, I'm probably going Mitch too.
There is a 0% chance we lose, Raider Nation. 0.
Uh-oh. Let's go. What's up, Martin? Twins plays Byron Buxton on the injured list. Shocker. That dude is a walking injury. You think something's going to go awry here? You.
I'm going to beat you.
Yeah, but what's this?
I'm just in case.
Can't pull the trig. All right, hang on.
This one's mine.
Zahn just messaged me. Oh, boy. You might have another boot. I don't know. Yeah, Trivan just messaged Zahn in the Mount Raidermore group chat, and Zahn said, I'll be right there.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. Shouldn't have done it.
All right, so here's the name of the game. First off, cheers to Borelli for getting this thing, this boot race thing going here. Also on top of that, cheers to Trivan. Cheers to, Trivan really got this party like really going. Patrick B was the one that kicks it off. Patrick B usually gets the shit shows going, which I respect. You got to be able to respect it. So here's what I want to know. Who you got? If you're going to go with me, type 1. If you're going to go with them, type 2. So we got double boot race. So looks like Seeps and I are doing Happy Dads. And it looks like Rolly and I are doing Trulies. That's I don't know what that is. What did you pour in there?
I poured the same thing as yours, Mitch, and for some reason, mine is very much more.
It looks weird.
I am scared.
See, Happy Dads is easier, so I'm going to do that one second. Happy Dad is a lot easier, so that's going down second. All right, here we go. Zahn, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it. Oh. You might. Zahn's, and I quote, I'm at my family house. So give me a few.
All right, Don. Just take your time. You know what? Enjoy the day with the family.
All right, here we go.
I'm nervous. I actually hate going second.
Hang on a second here. Nah, I don't want to put the headset on you because then that's kind of a disadvantage.
Then I'm gonna have to take it off.
Petey!
We need a play-by-play guy.
I'll say we need a play-by-play guy. I don't want to just have. Can you be play-by-play guy?
Yeah.
So it's double boot race. It's a relay race. Those two against me. This puts me at 5.
I appreciate Primo because he is.
All right, I'm taking
Let's do this thing.
I'm taking the headset off. Petey's on the mic.
All right. Racers, start your engines. We've got a double boot race, and it is Borelli versus Polo Seeps right now. So should be a pretty good match as Borelli sheds a layer, and he's got Trivan underneath. And it goes deeper than that, actually. So he is layered up. I'm not quite sure if it's a little cold in Mitch's apartment or what the dealio is, but he is covered in Raiders unis. And now we got Seeps trying to play to the crowd a little bit, some of the average Joes in him in there, and I'm not quite sure he's going to win the crowd over the Raider Nation here. So, with that being stated, are we ready? So, could I get it's you're both doing 2 boots?
No, I'm doing the second boot.
You're doing this.
Relay race versus him.
So it's Mitch versus 2v1.
This is also boot number 4 and 5 for Mitch.
This sounds like projectile vomit coming within 30 seconds. I can't wait. Let's do it. Are we ready?
Ladies and
All right.
gentlemen, start your engine.
On the count of 3, 2, 1, chug. And they're off. It's looking like a pretty even start here. I think the edge is going to Mitch, though. Seeps is making up ground right now. There's the bubble from both of them. Neither drinker is phased by it. Mitch is going to finish his first boot, though. Seeps is not far behind, though. Mitch needs to gain more separation. Seeps comes up for air. Meanwhile, Mitch is onto his second boot. It's a handoff to Roley. Here comes Roley trying to make up some ground. Meanwhile, Renz has a good lead. He closes his eyes. He is trying to fake the pain away. It's there. The bubble's there. Roley is being slow turtle, but he's got a good pace. And there's a giggle. That's going to cost him some time. Renz, meanwhile, trying to put it down, and he does. Call it a day. Mitchell Renz, 5 jersey deeps. There's the throw up behind the camera. Nope. He keeps it up. And Roley, for a pride factor here, putting down a boot, looking like the guy that finishes behind Usain Bolt. No one knows his name. Mitchell Renz burping it out right now. I don't know if he's going to keep this one up. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys right now. It's a tough scene over here in Studio A of Chat Sports. Mitch is hyperventilating a little bit. Roley finally finishes his boot. Now, some will wonder, if Mitch throws up, is it a Mickey Mouse championship?
I'll also say this. I feel like I was putting together a PR there on the boot until he said slow turn.
Yeah.
I'm a slow.
It was consistent. You had a good pace, though. Yeah.
I'm a slow boot drinker, and I felt like I was going as fast
Roley,
without spilling. And then once you said slow tortoise, I completely lost my.
Roley towards the end kind of looked like post 2016 Frank Gore. We're like, it's not going to be flashy,
But I'll get the job.
but he's going to get the first down.
Yeah.
He has no idea what day it is, what planet he's on, but you know that he's going to put his head down, and 2 people are getting concussions. So credit to Mitch, though. That was a Bo Jackson performance, more than just 4 seasons, though.
As soon as I saw Mitch finish his first one before Seeps, I knew it was a loss. We needed Seeps to beat Mitch by about 5 to 10 seconds to have a chance. And it was the other way around.
Yeah, that was a spectacle, not going to lie. To step into this studio and witness that just off the cuff, unreal.
I gotta go.
So Chuck needs to poop and Mitch needs to throw up. I
But
just don't know what's
also-
happening first, though.
I'm not throwing up.
Signing off. Is this 5.1?
5.1.
5.1.
on.
This is the new number of pi. 3.14 is out. 5.1 is in.
Let me just say this.
Go Broncos.
Oh, now we got to challenge
FPD's in
Petey.
the chat. FPD's in the
All right,
chat.
Petey, I got a deal for you right now.
Uh-oh. You created chaos for yourself.
Boot race.
Do you guys hear that? The Broncos fan came on the stream, did great play-by-play,
Giggity.
then left by going, go Broncos, and then when we challenge him to a boot race, he forfeits.
All right, how about this?
Broncos fan to a T.
I just watched you take down 2 people.
Beer bong race.
I'd be going into a trench with 5 live grenades.
Beer bong race.
I think that's fair.
Yeah? All right.
For 100?
Beer bong race. Me against the Bronco guy for saying that. 100.
$100.
I don't know if I could physically do another boot.
So you guys heard it. $100 super chat. And we got a beer bong race between Petey and Mitch. Now, Mitch, if you're really feeling bad, I would love to represent the Raiders report. I think I'd be able to win
For what?
this beer boot race or beer bong race.
I'm not losing to Petey.
But I don't think I would either. So I have good faith in myself to represent Raider Nation.
I can't do it.
Okay. Uh-oh.
What?
There may be someone named Zahn in the chat.
Zahn, here's the problem. I don't know if Rolly has another one in him.
I guess we'll never know.
Zahn, you're going to have to save it for another day, man. You're going to have to save it for another day, I think. Zahn, I'll make you a deal, though.
Fuck it.
He's saying F it.
Zahn, I got it on. If you drop it, I'm in. If he drops it, I'm in.
If he drops it, he's in. That's interesting.
Gotta be careful the way I phrase things nowadays.
Yeah,
Wasn't a great one.
that boot, I have always predicated myself on the ability to consume a lot. That put it to the test. I literally felt my stomach. I'm pretty sure my stomach started coming out my belly button.
That's how I felt last Friday when I did 4 because I have never.
Driving! Bang! Petey! Zod! Bang! Oh, shit!
We have now closing out the show.
Petey!
A beer boot race or a beer bong race, excuse me, and a beer boot from yours truly.
All right, I got my final deal of the day.
Oh,
$100 super chat. And I'm going to beat Petey and I'm going to beat Rolly. Petey's going to do a beer bong and I'll do a boot.
are you able to physically do another boot?
We're going to do it.
Oh my.
We're going to do it.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to do it. It's
This
not going to
is-
be pretty.
If we get a $100 super chat, I do a race against Mitch, and then Mitch does a race against PD. This is going to be a performance for the ages. Like,
I'll see you guys Tuesday. If the Raiders sign someone right now, we're in trouble. I'm just going to let y'all know right now. We're in trouble.
oh my
Chuck's going to
goodness.
take me for a walk.
Oh my.
That's the deal.
it's
All right. Go fill up your boot,
Okay.
and then go tell Petey to get ready. And if you hear me yell, then you were going to have to get another. Just take this in case. Robert said, so what are the... I don't know what I just did here. I think I clicked the wrong button on my desk. No, hang on. We got to go back down. Huh? Oh, I smoked them. Smoked them. So the 2 hundos counted for, the first one's on for a rolly boot. The tri-van was to get Petey and I to go up against each other. That's locked in. I'm saying this, as it stands right now, it's Petey and I, beer bong race, rolly boot. Another 1 hundo, I'll do another boot. I'll do another boot. Petey will do a beer bong. And then that makes Rollies, he's doing a boot. So I'm going to beat both of them. That's how the math's mathing. We got to hurry it up here, though, because these things are hitting me. The more, like, my eyes are closed in general when I do this kind of stuff. But when I have a drinks in me, like, that's how you guys want to know. Like, if I'm feeling it, it's the eyeballs. They're sagging right now. Primo, again, I do it because my stomach can expand. Like, people, like, when I do the eating contest, my stomach is just, it's always been able to expand. Like, I can handle that. 30 minutes from now is when I get in trouble. That's when we get in trouble, man. Oh! First time super chatter today. Sprint 86. Let's go. Sprint 86. Spam sprint right now.
Sprint, 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 sprint.
Bring them in.
Bring them in, bring them in, bring them in. All right, back to going to fill up the boots.
All right. Oh, I got a large burp coming, and that's going to be a game changer. I can feel it in the bottom of the 2 right now in Borelli. Oh, here we go. Who you got? I don't know. Oh, man. That almost came up. Oh, shit. This is the shit we do. I don't know how we get into these situations, man. Oh, Borelli, I don't know who else we can add to the race. The problem is so we got 4 or 5 people on vacation this week. So we're just super limited in terms of the people that we got. So probably nobody else. Probably nobody else. Oh, shit. Ryan Brown. Over or under 700 rushing yards for Zeus. This is without Josh Jacobs playing. Bring out the fireball. I ain't doing no fireball. That I can guarantee you. Fireball's not happening. I would say if Jacobs was not a part of this team and Zamir White was the main running back, we'd probably still go committee, but I'll take the over. I wouldn't take over 1,000 yards, but I'd probably sit somewhere 850, 900 range. I'm listening. What do you mean? Well, no, I'm doing a boot. Petey's doing a bong. You're doing a boot. And I think that I'm going to finish my boot before Petey finishes his bong. Petey's a sipper. If you could, though, I want you to put his 1 beer in a boot. Put his 1 beer in the boot. It doesn't. You got to, if I got to eat the bubble, you got to eat the bubble. What do you mean? I'm doing 3. You can do 1 in that. There you go. We're good. We're fine. We're here having fun. Friends having friends. Well, there was once Petey's Playhouse, and now there's Mitch's Playhouse. I can't believe people are watching this. What is he doing? Well, what is he picking? What kind of beer? Petey, is it Coors? Oh, he's pouring a Coors. All right. So he's going to do Coors Light. No, we're doing a three-way here. Over under 700 for Mr. Zamir. That number. Over under. O for over, U for under. Hey, Primo, I'm telling you when I say this, I bring Oakland tailgate every day here, man. I'm bringing an Oakland tailgate every day. After this, I'm done. I'm out.
I'm going to be like Braun. Zon, this is for you!
What is that? Is it inside? Uh-oh. Here we go?
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
All right. Who you got?
I'm sure I've got a good fan base right now. Right?
Dude,
Sending in the vibe.
dude, Sprint has been balling out today, and I appreciate it.
Phone number?
Yeah.
Very kind of them.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Get some,
yeah, you guys can squeeze in here a little bit. All right, here's what we're going to do. If you're going to go with the Bronco fan, type DEN.
There we go. Let's get some DNs going.
If you're going to go with the Patriots fan, type NE. If you're going to go with the Raider fan, spam LV. Who you got? Coors Light.
This is the Truly Strawberry Lemonade.
We got Truly Strawberry Lemonade. And that's also what I have. Oh, man. This
Is
is...
there any more room in there?
I don't know.
I don't know how.
I have no
I'm seeing
idea.
a lot of LV.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah. Jasper Ellie. I am a Pats fan.
I know.
I feel like we've been over this forever.
All right.
Here we go.
I got
This is a record.
AB Baroque
I don't know.
saying DEN. So ABI is on my side. No, he says F. No, I don't see that. I just see the DEN. So I've got one fan out there. I really appreciate that. Shout out to you, ABI. You know beer.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
We're good?
Hit him on. Smoke coming.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. I gotta go.
Folks in Denver, they love a good IPA. They don't want to chug it. You know, you gotta enjoy the flavors. This is a good 6.7%, I would say.
Oh, Christ. My
I
stomach.
can really taste the hops in there.
Can I just be honest? How am I supposed to do a beer boot when we got this dude can't even breathe and this guy's rating a fucking Coors Light like it's an IPA from Denver? What am I supposed to be doing?
I love the malt in there. That's what that's the notes I'm picking up. Is there like a oaky afterburn?
How am I supposed to be drinking when we got this and this going on?
Dude, it is the fucking Three Stooges up here right
I
now.
know it really is.
You got one guy. It's basically Michael, Dwight, Jim. We are storming Utica. We have the copier. We're coming down. Don't take the copier.
Holy fuck. I'm crying.
Rebel Montana, stop complaining. Drink. This is fucking pledge week.
This is
As
pledge week.
adults. At our job. We're getting paid to go through pledge week, basically. I did that. We actually got in trouble
He
for it.
can't come on here anymore. He makes me laugh too much.
Denver fails again. Denver falls again. Where do they fall to?
Mitch passes out in 10.
Oh. Mitch's stomach is full. Drink, roll it. Borelli. People are bitches out here, I'm not gonna lie.
These guys are...
Oh, he's over here sipping like a fine wine.
He's
Is that
got...
white?
He's got it.
Jose?
He's got it.
How am I supposed to do this when I'm getting tripped over
This is
here?
my only way of even having a chance.
You were winning.
I did notice, like, I made a revelation. I've been approaching these wrong my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
This is the wrong way to do it.
I agree.
It's this. And I saw you do it when I came up for air, and then I went back in.
So
And now I feel like I've
a little.
I think I just discovered a 3-point shot. Like that's
So that's the way you do it, though. So if you want to take it slow, you turn it. If you're gonna, so this is the way Chugs explained it to me. You got to time the bubble. If you can time the bubble, so like when you eat the bubble, like if you know like you're gonna take a big gulp when that thing just, that's how you can really shoot it. If you mistime it, you're done. No, like if you're gonna do it right, you're going like this, and right when you swallow, giggity, that like bubble pops, you're gonna be okay. If you're trying to not swallow when that bubble pops, you're gonna just choke. So like Chugs does good.
I'll go fill one up for that. This was awesome. Week 1, September 10th.
Yeah,
Your prediction?
against the Broncos.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a guaranteed win.
Guaranteed win.
31-24 Raiders.
31-24 Raiders.
They've won 6 in a row.
24-20 Raiders.
They've won 6 in a row.
On the Broncos breakdown, so feel free to subscribe, everyone. I was just hot takes, and I said first series, Raiders receive, pick 6, pass your can. You're having a meltdown.
Here's the problem.
Second pass.
Here's the problem.
It's going to be a run.
Sertan's going up against Adams, and Adams is going to cook.
Can't dispute that after last year's game.
Adams is going to cook.
Pass your can is just walking.
All right, guys. I know Robert wants a happy hour clock. The only way I'm doing a shot right now, and I mean this, I would do a $100 shot clock. That's the only way I can do it, man. That's the only way. So we'll put 60 seconds on the clock, and I'll do a $100 shot clock, but that's it. 60 seconds, and if I don't get nothing, I got to go. There's been a lot of extracurriculars that have happened today. Hi, May. I appreciate you guys. Borelli. This is, I'm probably going to regret this tomorrow. Rebel, you're right. Chuck needs to go potty, and I told myself I'd be done today out of work by 5:30, and I don't know if I'll be out of work by 5:30. I'm going to try. I think we're going to be close. So, I love y'all. I had a hell of a show with you guys hanging out with the nation. I love doing what we do here, but my dad just texted me, said go home.
I'll say this, Mitch, before we sign off here. It was a blast hanging out with you, Raider Nation, the past 2 Fridays, today and last Friday.
Oh.
And then now it'll go back to your regular scheduled programming with Mr. Chugs coming back on Tuesday.
Yeah, Jeremy will be back. But there is a new boot record.
By you, yeah.
6.1.
Oof.
Yeah,
It's going to be a hard time seeing someone beat that.
I'm fading in the distance as this show goes on. Like
Fading into the distance.
like you know when you like watch a movie and it's like a slow outro?
Yeah.
That's what that is right now. All right, guys, I got to go. I love you. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Live Raider Sports, subscribe. Bye-bye.